I really think that was caught on camera.
Was it cool?
Was it?
Welcome to.
Did Abria yelling butts make it onto the stream?
So I want to point out
that.
that Abria yelling butts startled me enough that I clicked on the Roll20 scene instead of the main scene that I intended to click on.
You guys don't snitch on me.
It was cool. Yep, there we go. Thanks, chat.
You're a bunch of tattles.
Demonetized. Ruined.
Listen, eventually you're gonna get caught. You do it for like 3 weeks, eventually it's gonna happen.
I'm not editing that out.
week
I'm going
off.
to keep that in the YouTube video.
You're gonna keep that in the YouTube video, yeah. You have the power to immortalize Abria yelling butts at full volume.
Yeah.
You didn't do it!
But I got spooked, so I clicked on the wrong scene.
Good. That's
We
a
are,
perfect
as ever,
intro. I love it.
getting off to a great start here at Lost Mine of Phandelver.
Which, it does, I mean, you yelling butts does kind of correlate with the fact that we were talking about peaches before the stream, so.
What I think is really funny is that what that's gonna be is it's gonna be a jump scare for everybody who clicks the YouTube video. From now on.
I might, we'll see, maybe I'll edit it out.
Boost it. Boost it. Maybe get
I
one.
hope someone clicked it, though.
Okay, I'm speaking to you directly from the past, YouTube. If you heard Abria yell butts, Lauren didn't chicken out. But if you didn't,
Oh no!
she did.
Oh no! Now I've been future shamed.
Give us the
Roast
Witka butt cut. You coward. Do it.
That's the director's cut.
I want
edition.
the Zack Snyder director's cut.
You buy
So
buy
you
it
mean the
again for extra
director's
$20.
butt?
Ah.
Welcome to the Lost Mine of Phandelver, episode 7. Woo! There we go.
Couldn't have
There's the
asked for a
intro.
better opening. Well done, everybody. Well done. Round of applause.
Playing on Roll20. Doing some stuff. Jeez. I'm super thrown off, but that's fine.
It's very reasonable, really.
I
I'm
was thinking
sorry.
about
I
it,
used my
actually.
daunting roar to yell butts, and
No, it was good. It was
it
good.
was super effective.
Like complete
You're not
respect.
sorry.
Respect
Don't lie to
for
us.
that,
Because normally I do a really stilted, like, how's everybody been? And then I have to ask people individually. So, like, if anyone did anything interesting this week, tell people. Tell the stream.
You
What you been
want
up to?
to hear about interesting things I did this week?
I do.
Yeah.
You're out of luck because my life is boring.
No one
But,
Yeah, same.
what happened? I will regale you with the tale of my weekend. My weekend went like this. We were gonna go get supplies and like food and groceries and stuff. I've been doing really well. I've been not ordering food, trying to save money, like being really responsible, which is not anything I do ever before because I really like food and I order food. It's comforting. So I've been doing that for like a week. And this weekend was the like go out and get some supplies because we're almost out of stuff. And then Siobhan got sick. Like she had a cough or like a sore throat or whatever. And we're like, well, responsibly, we can't go anywhere now. So I guess we'll just have to find out what's left in the cupboard. And then that was
Love cupboards.
that was my whole weekend.
It's a good week. Nothing happened. That's what I like. How about anyone else?
How about
Do
literally
anything?
anyone but me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of going out and resupplying, I had to go do that a couple days ago too. And apparently I have convinced my local Whole Foods that the like half hour before it closes should be called demon hours. So now like we all like when we see each other, we just make silly Instagram references and call it demon. It's not that good a story when
No,
you say
it's very
it out.
good. It's very good.
Huh. I am not an eloquent
Why demon hours?
Oh, just because the like stated on like Google like closing time is a completely different time, so no one knows when that Whole Foods actually closes. So it's a super secret time where there's like 11 of us.
Got it.
That's
like
nice. I like the super
running
secret.
through this place. Yeah, so it's just like this twilight time of everyone being like, is it closed? Is this only when old people go? And I can go in and like
You have to have the like Fae hookup. You know,
Exactly.
Enter the store during these hours.
And the discounts.
You like a dance.
I like
that's the
it.
You
best
would
part.
TikTok dance, and then you get in, and you can buy stuff.
Yeah, there's like a ritual.
I assume there's also like salt circles and actual demon summoning, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Whole Foods, so
There's a lot of stuff.
It's a Whole Foods, so obviously.
Yeah.
Organic demons. Aisle 3.
That's how I prefer my demons.
All
organic.
Whole Foods employees are actually just demons. It's fine.
That would make sense.
There you go.
It's dope. I don't hate it.
The Whole Foods empire.
It's just demons all the way down.
It's all the way up, actually.
Oh.
Chat's telling us it's a thing called Gygax Day. Is that?
Oh, is
Do,
that?
do we know what that is?
Is that
It
real?
Could
We
be Gary
probably
Gygax's
should know.
birthday.
I
That's
don't.
his birthday.
Gary or Gary Juniors or just
One of them Gaxes.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
Gygax Day,
Gaxian.
friends.
One of
I
them
hope you-
guys.
I hope you roll
Thanks
some
for
dice
making
today.
this game.
Yes. That was the thing.
So we.
Well,
can
thanks for making
play.
an iteration of this game many years ago.
Nice.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it's
Paved the
same
way
game.
for
Well,
the
I'm glad
game that we're
that other
currently playing.
people took over because, you know.
as a dice monger by trade, thank you for deciding that like a super fiddly D20 was the way to go. Because
Right?
thank you.
You need a lot of very specific
Sells more
days.
stuff.
Yes.
And they get to be very pretty.
Yeah, I
I
feel-
literally had to check my calendar to figure out what I did last week because I can't remember shit.
So and so
And the answer was I filled out my ballot. So if you are in Washington State, we have primary elections coming up on August 4th, and you should vote for who you would like to be in the primaries for the or in the actual election because there's a lot of good candidates and then there's a lot of terrible ones, and we don't want the
Vote.
terrible ones.
Vote as far left as you can. Don't be a coward.
I mean, in America, that basically means you're voting for a centrist. So go for it.
Whoopsie.
okay, don't worry, it's the
So
same in
fill out your
Alberta.
ballot,
Yeah.
send it in if you have elections
Vote.
in your area.
Exercise your right to vote. I've been getting emails reminding me to check my voter registration for mail-in ballot stuff the last couple of days. So
Also, yeah, mail-in ballots are great. That's all we have in Washington. But yeah, if you haven't done it, go fill out your ballot, send it in. That's my
Fill
PSA.
that
I'm going
shit.
to use my time for that.
Write some words.
I liked it.
So are you saying you seed the floor now?
I see the floor.
to-
I see the floor. Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yes,
all
to
right.
someone who doesn't have
Just
a
making sure we weren't
To yell,
voting.
PSA.
You
You're
know.
supposed to yell, I yield my time. Fuck
I
yeah.
yield my time.
You gotta bang a gavel or something. I don't know.
Oh, those are spicy. Those are spicy city council meetings. I enjoyed them. I've been sitting in on some of the ones in Seattle, and I'm like, cool.
Nice.
Sweet, yeah.
Let's keep it.
am I
let's
the only
keep
one
it
who hasn't
spicy.
shared what I've been up to?
I think so.
Abria also.
Well,
we're
no,
all gonna-
Abria did.
So what I'm obviously up to right now is eating my lunch because I timed my food preparation very poorly. So I apologize to everyone for having to watch me nom on tots while we
Nothing wrong with
You're
tots
up here.
consumption.
Lauren, did you also get hyped for tater tots? I feel like
I'm really excited about tater tots.
Oh.
tater tots are just real good staples of, oh my God, I need to eat something that's filling and delicious and that I can pretend is good for me. And tots usually fit the bill pretty well.
Deep fried
Potatoes are
potatoes are
vegetable.
always good for you.
My move,
Yeah.
my move on that one is just to cover a bagel in too much cream cheese and then pretend like that's gonna be good for me somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, exactly.
That makes sense.
Mine is
sure.
just eating cheese.
What was I up to this week? Well,
Yeah.
I started some new jobs thingsies. I've been cranking up the whole fully employed thing
Yeah.
and moving my personal streams to the weekends, which has been fun. I watched lots and lots of fun movies with friends, which is also
Nice.
always a goal. Which movie was it that I saw this week that I think might have been most of the movies I watched this week were spy films, like a lot of spy films. On Sunday yesterday, I did a rom-com brunch with my friends, and one of the films that we watched was The Spy Who Dumped Me, which is a really good film and has Sam Heughan in it. And if you're into that kind of thing, I mean, he's a beautiful, beautiful man. But it also has Mila Kunis in it. Oh, and Gillian Anderson, who is legit the most beautiful person in the film. So yeah, lots of watching movies with friends, playing games with friends, doing jobs. My life is about to become incredibly always just those three things.
Sounds reasonable. Yeah. I was gonna say
great.
I was gonna say something like today on the Aki and movie recommendations hour.
Yeah, I know.
I've
'cause
got a
last
good
week it was
Because
don't
last week
watch
it was Quantum of Solace. Yeah.
Don't watch that. It's not a
Yeah.
film. And
But
this week
Spy
is
Who
The
Who
Spy
Dumped
Who
Me.
Dumped Me is actually a really nice, like
Good. It's
decent
good film.
action comedy film that emphasizes like strong female relationships. It's good.
All right. All right.
I
will
have a
suggest-
weird. Oh, go ahead.
I will suggest the new Hannah Gadsby comic comedy
So
special
good.
on Netflix. It's called Douglas. If you haven't seen Annette, watch Annette. Watch Douglas. It's very fun. I
Agreed.
enjoy her
A
brand
bra-
of
a
comedy.
bra-
I would like to recommend the 1982 classic film Evil Under the Sun. It's a Hercule Poirot film that I watched like 2 weeks ago.
Damn.
And it's got Professor McGonagall and Olenna Tyrell being like young and juicy and like real bitchy to each other. And I loved it.
That's pretty great.
Unapologetically, like
That's
it's
really good.
super cute and silly, and it's just like a fun little mystery. And I nailed the ending and like got to do like the victory lap around my house.
Oh, good. That's always good.
That's the most important
I'm
part.
smart.
Yeah, I did it. And I just yelled "J'accuse" at my cats, and they were unbothered.
They're like, what exactly?
Meow.
Meow.
Fairness,
Great.
I
Sounds
like
like
also.
everybody- Always had
Cats should
weeks.
regularly be accused of doing things they haven't done.
Yeah.
Mostly
they
because
should
if they haven't done it now, they will
They
eventually
will
do it.
be. Mhm.
I accuse my cat of being an adorable little donut loaf on my desk right now. I have a cat hanging out with me for today's stream, y'all.
That's pretty great.
Love it.
I can't let Sobek hang out with me because he'll meow for sure. He'll make noise and he'll run around and be a nuisance.
Rexy
His
is
favorite
afraid of
his
me,
favorite
so-
move is bring a toy to you, sit on it, and meow. Like, play with me, jerk. Basically, like he'll just sit there and be like stare at you accusingly and just meow loudly. Like, why aren't you playing with this toy that I brought for you to play with me with right now?
Cats.
Yeah,
Patience.
Anubis
Cat's
is an
not.
angel, but you know, Sobek is.
Oh.
Our cat is incredibly lazy, so she does not play with toys. She does not jump on furniture. She does very little. That is not yell at you because her bowl is empty.
I mean,
And
that's also
That's
that's
about
also a Sobek favorite.
Yeah.
My
bowl is
That's-
empty.
That's GLaDOS, who firmly believes that if there is not food or water being distributed to her from the sink faucet, then you have you are an affront to nature and
Betrayed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
On that
call,
note,
that,
should we face
call
a
that-
dragon?
call that a good opening. What do we got, Dave?
Yeah, we should probably play the game at some point. That's a good one. Oh, I did the thing. I wrote the thing. Yeah, that's what we
Ooh.
got
Oh yeah, the
first.
blurb.
Yeah.
The blurb. In case you didn't see the last episode, but you probably did.
Maybe you didn't.
Maybe I don't know.
Don't judge.
I like writing them. It's fun.
I like listening to them.
I'm glad. That means it's not wasted time. What am I saying? All right, let me just get on with it. Let me get on with this. It's been awkward. So, last time on Lost Mine of Phandelver, the party began their favor for the Druid Readoff. While they remained to prepare and research a ritual to disrupt the illusory barrier around Cragmore Castle, the fabulous, fantastic Phandelver 5 began their plan to deal with the dragon, trademark copyright Wizards of the Coast, Venomfang. Learning of the existence of a cabal of draconic aficionados, they began their search of the ruins of Thundertree for them. Speaking of which, even with another week's, and I learned the word for working out why things are named the way they are in regards to places, and it is toponymic. There you go. I still can't work out a good reason, even looking at the wiki, why Thundertree is called Thundertree. There's no big tree. There's no like weather. It's just called that. Anyway, The group were temporarily waylaid by bushes, but Waker's transcendental mastery of language convinced them to go back to sleep. Eventually, the party managed, with the help of a bugbear and their battering ram, to recon the enthusiast clubhouse. There was some hardcore persuasion, which quickly secured their assistance. Then there were zombies. Lots of zombies. Ashy zombies, resilient zombies, better opening doors zombies. But finally, with them eradicated, we ended the session with the promise of some treasure. Because you got the map from the Red Brown hideout.
We do like treasure.
Somewhere in this building. So, start off. I assume that's going to be the first order of business now that you killed all the zombies.
We should loot this place. We must find the treasure if we can.
Oh,
There's
that's
an
right.
entirely empty room right here behind me. There was no zombies in it, but I didn't really search it all that well.
Yeah. Where did the treasure map say the treasure was going to be?
In the garrison.
Is this the garrison?
I don't know.
I don't see a Gary
Yeah.
in here.
Looking around, you
Or
can see
Gary's son.
this background. Back room is in fact like a bunk room. The front one seemed to be some sort of holding cell, and the main room was like whatever else garrisons have in them. So you identified it correctly.
Oh,
from
that
side
type
as
of
well.
garrison, not a Gary son. Whoops, my bad.
I would like to do some investigation to see if I can find any, I don't know, secret doors or hidey holes.
Yeah, please do. There is a roll exactly for that. Let's get the first roll of the session.
Hidey holes. That's a fun.
do.
Let's see. Investigation. No.
14. Perfect. Okay,
Your
so
investigation's better than mine.
yeah, having a look around the entirety of the garrison, you notice that the most suspect room is in fact the holding cell. Because as you look around the corners, you notice one of them, the flagstones, where most of them are kind of chipped away, is deliberately missing. So you see the fact that this is an area of dirt that was just dirt before everything fell into ruins. And with a little bit of scrabbling and moving of dirt, you do in fact find, oh my, the GM for this, anyone would be able to do this,
Hey.
a box, a chest,
Be nice
a
to
treasure.
my friend.
I'm sorry, I was mean to me. That is a treasure chest, and it was buried in the corner.
Yes, treasure!
Ooh,
Doesn't even look locked.
even better!
Maybe we should check it though, just in case.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm.
Can I Arcana
So-
check it just to?
Arcana check. Yeah, you're going to kind of detect magic on it.
Yeah.
Just have a bit of look. Yeah. Taking a quick look over, you do not notice any telltale signs of anything, scribblings, markings, weird hieroglyphs or whatever on the box. Fairly sure that there's nothing magical about it. It's quite, as treasure chests go, mundane. It doesn't have the like gold
it-
gilded bit around it. It doesn't even have a silver one. It's probably like the lowest
Is-
level loot box. that you
Is
can
it
get.
locked, Dave?
No.
Oh, this is the lowest level microtransaction currency loot box. Got it.
Yeah.
So,
I probably shouldn't have said that because it's actually got a bunch of good stuff. in it.
well, I'm looking forward to the higher levels then.
All right. So, having checked it out, you can open it on up,
Open the box.
and you will find. Get ready for that money list.
All right.
Inventory management.
Wait, I got this.
Lauren, you can do it. I believe in you.
Let me get to my
Perfect.
part of my sheet. Okay.
So
Alrighty.
it has 200 gold,
Ooh.
60 silver,
Yes.
4 gems, which are worth about 25 gold each, and what looks like a spearhead.
I mean, I like spears. Can I look at it a little more closely?
You certainly can. Yeah, having a look at it, you see that it is, in fact, incredibly nicely carved. While it doesn't obviously have a shaft to it, it's just been left in the box as is. Looking at and touching the metal, you have a strange feeling, one that you've not had for quite a while now. As you kind of rub your fingers over it to check the sharpness, you have a vision of where this was crafted. You see the forge, and the forge is in fact in Mountaintop Temple. This was forged by not, kind of classical dwarves in a big foundry, not by elves kind of singing it into existence with like tree powers and stuff.
Tree powers and stuff.
But this is metal that has been treated with and has folded in the energy of the universe. It's been treated with ki.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like this. I wonder if there's some way I can replace my current spear head.
Absolutely.
With this one.
Yeah, because they're only normally attached around and then bolted through.
Bolt it through and tie it on, yeah.
I mean, worst case scenario, you just flip it upside down because there's another end.
Double spear.
Hey.
Yeah. So
That would be very badass.
I think during our long rest I'll do that. You know what I mean? Like take my spear apart and put this new one on.
Yeah.
If nobody else wants it, I'm not gonna.
Oh, I definitely use ki for all of my melee attacks.
Yeah, I figured.
Yes, because you are such a melee fighter.
All right, rude little girl.
But
did a
actually,
really good job.
you stabbed that one zombie
Yeah.
super good.
Yeah.
I did stab one time. Huh. I forgot.
Also,
Yeah, I don't want
none
it.
of
You're
us
good.
use spears except Karasu, so that would be really weird for us to use it.
No,
But
for sure.
also-
She seems satisfied by this conversation, leading towards yes, she can have it. And
Of course you can have it. It is yours. But just so that you know for next time, Witka, when we fight ash zombies, be careful when you hit them or stab them.
Yeah, I like asking them politely to die from the back, so I'm going to continue to do that for the future. Thank you.
solid strategy, absolutely.
Yeah. It's
How
been
is-
honestly more effective than the one time I hit them, so.
I don't know. You stabbed them pretty good. You just have to be careful with the ash.
Yeah, I don't like being in the splash zone as
It
much
gets in
because
your
this is going to
nose.
take.
You want to
I
try
have
this?
so
and
much
then,
fur.
Holds out the short bow. You can keep distance and still stab them.
Oh. She like starts playing with it. Oop, no, I don't.
Just like
okay.
smacks
Thank
you
you.
in her arm.
Yeah. Ow.
Yeah,
Ugh.
twang the string, see how it sounds.
Also, it's
Out
like
of tune.
I mean,
She
I
just
guess
hands
for
it back.
Tink, it's a short bow that like makes a long bow, but it's probably still slightly too small for a Leonid. So it's like,
Oh,
And
you're
good,
like
thank
one of
you.
those toy keepity ones.
Yeah.
little suction cups.
So, with this area thoroughly investigated and the promised treasure liberated, I think, if I remember correctly, this was kind of the end of your plan for today, with meeting back up with the dragon cultists
Oh, that's right.
in the morning
Yeah.
after everybody gets a chance to rest,
We're gonna
and
wake
then
them
heading
up
over to
super
the tower.
early.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, so places to camp in Thunder Tree. Could just stay inside one of these buildings. Some of them have doors. That seems pretty good. Though
I
you
mean,
do
this
know
one
there are-
still has the door. We didn't battering ram it.
Oh, there we go. Look at us.
Yeah.
Yay, we didn't
This
shatter
building
this
is-
door.
fairly defensible. We have these smaller rooms that we can barricade ourselves in. And this room right here seems to have a back door in case someone tries to come in the front door. So I feel like this room right here is a good place for us to set
Yeah, I
up
like
for
it
the
too.
night.
Agreed.
I would also like to just mention that we could always stay back with the cultists just in case they try something slippery.
We did say that we were going to come back in the morning and see them. I think the dramatic tension requires that we wait.
I respect your showmanship. Okay.
Also, if we sleep near them, then they might stab us.
I am not worried about them stabbing us.
There was that one guy who's super into that. So, I mean...
I said what I said.
Guy sneaks up on Vidka in the night. Vidka's eyes just open. He's like, I made a mistake!
Like, you're a Leonin race, so I bet your eyes, like, do the reflecting like cats do and just, like, stare into his soul.
Jeez. Okay, so that sounds like a good plan to me. Bits and bobs, zombie corpses, if you ever want a doorstop, maybe that would work, who knows. But you're all pretty resourceful, you can barricade yourselves inside.
Too bad none of the zombies, like all the zombies pop the first time, because that would be really great to, like, put one, like, lying on the floor so someone steps in, like,
or, like hang it above.
Yeah.
So it's
they,
like in the doorway, they open it and just right in the
Or what if we're
face.
looking for invisible people? We can just kind of like shake some of their ash out on the ground and find footprints.
So Tinkle rig up a whole system involving a bucket and full of zombie ash, stick it above the door frame, attach it to, like, a pulley system using rope, so that if someone opens the door, they get a bucket of zombie ash on them.
Yeah,
And she-
Tink strikes me as the type of person who may well have done elaborate pranks around Phandelver in the past.
They were well-natured jokes that some people didn't like,
And that they never, ever, ever did to me.
because they often got wet or sticky.
That's in the past. That's child things. But for now, it might actually serve as a serviceable.
Just a little warning. They should cough, like...
Yeah,
We'll know something
early
fair.
warning. Okay, so let's see. Does anything happen? Oop, I'm in the wrong places.
I like that apparently your like ranger subclass is like the Kevin McAllister school of like hijinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took a couple levels in Home Alone.
Where's this one? There's one with a random encounter table. Let's just roll and see if anything interesting happens. Is it a good number?
8.
Nah, 8 doesn't seem like. You're looking at the GM screen. That was a secret roll, Lauren.
Whoops. I thought it was in the regular chat.
What if that had been important? No, it's
I
not.
like it.
Then you still would have told us, probably.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of like Lauren, like if it were a physical table, Lauren just like looking over the screen.
I mean,
It's just leaning back really far from the.
yeah, that was an 8.
There is movement around. The rustling of the trees during the night is particularly ominous because they might be evil trees. But none try and make their way into the garrison that you're currently occupying. So when the sun comes up and filters through the barred windows, everybody seems to have made it through. Nice, fine. Feel free
I
to
slept
take
good.
the benefits of a long rest if anyone needs hit points,
Oh, do I?
hit die, spells, all that good stuff.
Ooh, spells. I have those.
Yeah.
I got spells.
So,
They're multiplying
If only.
and they're losing.
No, not that. We need control.
so the plan to head back down to the cultists still on, any preparations that need to be made beforehand?
Well, I switch out the spear for whichever one.
I almost totally forgot. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
So over the night, as you're working with it and kind of attuning yourself to it, the flow of ki through the spear, once you have added the tip to it, opens up pathways that had been shut off by the kind of trauma of this battle that had left
Yes.
you damaged.
More key power.
So, not only is it a +1 spear,
Hooray.
you also regain access to your stillness of mind and purity of body monk abilities.
Oh shit! I thought I was just gonna get extra key points. That's a big deal.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Let me just quickly find those.
Yeah.
Nice. Stillness of mind
pretty
is a
good
big
stuff.
one.
Stillness of mine is a big one, yeah.
Yeah.
We
Purity
love
of
to
body is
see
just
it.
cool.
Yeah, right? Oof.
It's cool.
And
So,
So-
as
I
as
like
you're doing
that
Oops.
Pasha is like an early riser and often wakes up with the sun and immediately like starts putting on water to boil for coffee because they know that Tink needs coffee in the morning.
I don't think Tink needs
You're why
caffeine.
she's like
That
this?
feels bad.
you're white.
What are you all saying about
You're an
me?
enabler.
Here you are.
Oh, thank you. She takes like one sip. I'm awake.
See?
It's like totally psychosomatic.
Absolutely.
And then Pasha drinks the rest of Tink's cup. That's how they've been doing things for years.
Yeah. Tink has a like inner mind, right? Because like her dad's drink coffee every morning, so like that just has to be. That's how you wake up, right? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not awake until I've had my coffee. So Tink's like, I must not be awake until I've had my coffee, and then I am immediately awake.
Wait a second. Purity of body is gonna be fucking awesome. Side note, complete side note. It makes you
Poison?
immune to poison.
Yeah.
Screw
The
that dragon.
breathes poison.
That
Almost
dragon's
as if
got
it was planned.
Almost as if Dave has
Almost.
planned it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
We have a very good dungeon master, y'all, in case you were not aware.
Mhm.
Very generous, very generous.
Tink is
Now
now
my
singing.
question is,
I'm
can I just
alive, awake,
wear?
alert, enthusiastic. I'm alive, awake, alert. She's just like walking around in a circle singing that. I'm
Yeah,
alive,
speaking
awake,
of those
alert.
preparations, because it was a couple of weeks ago, do you remember that you do have a potion of poison resistance?
We do, yeah. Which we
yeah.
should drink
So-
before we somebody should drink before we begin the encounter. Just
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you might benefit from a little bit of a game plan.
I think
Because
we
as you were
decided-
talking about it in the pre-show, people were definitely on different pages about how that was going to work.
I think
I'm
what
not
we
gonna try and kill the dragon.
so I think what we should do, Karasu says, like getting up and rolling her bedroll back up and stuff while she speaks, is we need to speak to the cultists, bring them with us, negotiate if we can, but before we go and meet with the cultists, Pasha should drink the potion of poison resistance because they are most
agree.
likely to be in the line of fire.
I
Yes.
agree.
Really? Are you sure?
Well, I mean, are you sure? Because Witka, you are a melee fighter.
Oh my God, thank you. That's so no, I'm not. No. No. Those are
Oh, okay.
mistakes.
Then no, definitely Pasha.
My melee fighting will be telling those nerds to go do things. Like I have a plan in my heart and it's being very, very much nowhere near Venom Fang.
Okay.
All right. If you think I should drink it, I will drink it.
I mean, I don't want you to get poisoned. That sounds unpleasant.
I don't want you to get poisoned either.
Yeah, but I have a weapon that means I'm going to be very far away from that dragon, but like with intent to make sure that dragon doesn't do anything bad.
There we go.
As I
Okay.
said, the first step is negotiation. The second, the plan has failed step is engage in any kind of combat with this dragon.
I understand we are not currently strong enough to fight a dragon. But I still
But we
want to make
are
sure
strong
dragon
enough to
leaves.
lie to a dragon.
Well, of course.
Okay.
You're always old enough to lie.
I'll drink. Do you want me to drink the potion now, or do you want me to wait until we're a little bit closer to being at the
How long does it last?
owl?
It lasts quite a long time.
Then I think before we go and talk to the cultists, you need to drink it, because if you drink it while we're with them, they might get suspicious that we're planning.
Pasha takes it, pours the potion in with their coffee, and then just.
It also doubles as a really nice creamer. It's keto. It's great. It is
Okay.
nut based though, so good luck.
I'm not allergic to nuts.
Okay, that's good.
I really
It
like
does only last an hour, so that's a good point. But an hour is plenty of time to round
of
up
time.
these
That's like
reprimands.
hundreds of
I would
combat
basically,
rounds.
as soon as we're basically on our way out the door, I'll drink the potion along with the rest of my coffee, and assume that when we have struck out is when I have drunk.
Yeah.
Said
I
potion.
don't have the intention of making things last more than an hour here. It
Yeah.
sounds like you've got a plan.
Right. So are we ready?
So, yes, I think so. Witka, if you'd like to lead the way, they seem to think you're the person in charge. So,
Oh, yeah, that's
take
right.
point.
And she pulls her disguise kit back out and just goes like, just much harder into the like weird makeup.
Yeah.
And this is a green dragon, right? This clashes with my fur. Just goes full juggalo, I guess.
Yeah. Wait. Why not?
Gross.
Why not?
Okay, so
And we go.
heading on down, Rika taking the lead. You do see, as you come to the entrance of the building that they were hanging out in, that there are 5 cultists there waiting for you. Though you do recall that there are supposed to be 6. There were last
So,
time.
where's we're gonna go with Kevin, Jessica? Where's the
Yeah.
other one?
Guessing.
You mean, Bucket kind of chickened out. He went home. Sorry.
What?
But we're the real ones, and we're the ones that actually, super into it.
Do I see that one little edgelord that like is a little stab happy is still there?
Yeah, he's totally there. He in fact does have. You can see on him over his kind of robes. He has 2 short swords on his belt, and he has a brace of knives as well.
Brace of knives.
He's ready. This dude's ready for combat.
Do you know how to use those?
Of course I do.
And I'm gonna take and pull like a ration of like dried meat out and just toss it in the air and just see how he reacts. I'll catch it if he doesn't do anything.
Yeah. He's like, oh shit, I'm supposed to do a thing. Tries to like pull it out, it's a little bit stuck. Gets there, just like throws it off into a tree. It's like there was a squirrel there, and I just killed it.
I heard it.
Why would you kill a
are.
squirrel? What did the squirrel do to you?
I like elbow Tink and like the shoulder, like a supposed to be edgy dragon cultist.
Yeah. Die, squirrels, die.
Blood sacrifice.
Scrolls for the scroll god.
Asha's just growling in the back.
Yeah.
Good moves.
You need to get on this one's level.
Yeah, it doesn't take an insight check to see that apart from, well, in fact, including this dude, they're all pretty nervous.
Yeah. Okay. I just
Some
wanted to
have
make sure
that
there
kind
was...
of nervous enthusiasm, but most of them are just kind of like,
Let's go meet a dragon.
Yep. Have you prepared your gifts?
Not.
What do you have? Because we have a whole like chest full of treasure, and I want to like gesture to the chest full of treasure we just found.
Oh wow, that's way better than what we got.
We're not signing your names on it too, so you better.
This is not an office gift.
Well, Fabric, he has an authentic dragon claw, and she like shows it. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, so that's pretty good. And we kind of pulled together, and we got some gems.
Hmm.
He like pulls them out. Tink, being the daughter of a jeweler, can immediately see that they are not worth anything. These are just colored rocks, which they've been scammed out of.
Tink
And
actually feels bad and does not say anything.
These
Oh,
poor precious kids, just they don't know.
one of that kind of end up like has a little piece of parchment. It's like, or a poem.
okay. You sit on that because that's going to be real big in a second. You.
Draconic.
Oh, okay. How's your enunciation? Don't worry, it'll be fine. It'll strike you in the moment.
He's
And-
like he's Google translated it like after he's written a haiku. It's gonna be terrible.
Yes. Dragon haiku, we love it. Okay, those are all excellent finds. Let's go get this situation rolling.
Okay. So with a destination in mind, you will make your way up to if you'd like to move your tokens, you can.
Up to the tower.
But yeah,
I don't remember
just
where we're
kind of
going.
Describe it.
Oops.
The over here,
yeah.
the
Thank
wiggly
you.
windy path is heading up a hill, the kind of already highest part of the town, and then there's a ruined tower on top, but with kind of enough walls to presumably have a dragon in there somewhere.
Yeah, dragon.
So yeah, you make your way up, and you notice again, as you did on the way in, the entrance is adorned with the corpses of some giant spiders, which seem to have been left there the whole time that you've been here. The cultists are here as well. They're kind of behind you, though. They're letting you take lead, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, you make your way up, kind of maybe with some trepidation. But
Should
once
we-
you get there, kind of, yeah.
I want to
nothing-
lean in
nothing
and be like,
happens.
should we bring a spooter corpse in? Like, is that a thing?
Maybe the dragon doesn't like Spooter.
I can't tell if they really like or do not at all like the spooters.
Well, I mean, they're still out here. I imagine that if you had prime meat outside, you wouldn't just let it go to waste, right?
True.
Fair.
And
Okay.
the one who wrote the poem puts his hand up again. So,
Yes.
dragons don't eat spiders. That's not their favorite food.
Well, what is their favorite food then?
Cultists that displease them.
Yeah, he kind of blanches a little bit. Okay, that wasn't what I was going to say. But yeah, you've kind of made your way up, maybe expecting a who goes there, but it looks like you're probably going to have to knock, or at least announce your presence.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it, I guess.
I mean, I looked at
This
it
seems
like,
like a winter
Yeah.
thing.
Sure. Yeah, I pull out. I don't know. I have like a big stupid drum thing, and I just pull out like and just. I don't know. I do this for me, and just drum on the door.
Yeah, you hear from inside kind of a grunt and a long kind of from the nose that like dragons do. Then you hear kind of clanking and clinking of something moving on the inside. And like a few seconds later, heavy footsteps. And finally, up at the top of the tower on kind of the first floor, with an area that can kind of stand and look over the top from, you do see a green dragon who immediately kind of goes into the looking around at you. And then with a bit of a hissy voice, he's going, "Who dares disturb the mighty Venom Fair?"
And with a massive flourish, I bow and like gesture, like, come on. Oh, great Venom Fang, Scourge of Thunder Tree, Master of, what's the name of this wood? This wood, we humbly offer ourselves up in a cult of your honor, if you would have us.
You can see there's a kind of a look of
I feel like Tink like tries to do the like bow to like whatever Vidka's doing. Just 100% trying to be supportive.
yeah. Why don't you
Yeah.
give me a performance roll for that one? Take advantage because you have a bunch of people in robes behind you as well.
Have a serious
Lending
Thank
credence
you.
to the whole. We're a cult.
18.
Yeah. They are still obviously hanging back. Like, just like, oh, you just don't want to be here. Yeah, the dragon kind of looks around, and in as much as the lizard with a kind of long snout does, kind of smirks. He's like, yes, I've deserved a following. It's good that you puny creatures have finally realized you must pay homage to me or suffer the consequence.
Tink is restraining herself so much right now. She's like, I want to shoot. I'm not.
Karasu is like more than happy to let Widka lead this because
Okay.
So,
How much of like a
what-
teenage brat? Yeah, sorry. Just can I get like a visual, like,
an insight. Maybe?
yeah, I just want a sense of like how bratty.
Yeah,
Is
what
this
are you dealing
good?
with here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can either make me an insight to see kind of how it's behaving, or if you would like to get more of a sense of the kind of dragon it is, that's probably an arcana.
I mean, here's what I can do.
Mhm.
As an action, I can learn stuff about it. I
Yes,
think
please.
it's
That's a great idea. Yeah.
hunter sense. So
Yeah.
as an action, I'll choose a creature that I can see within 60 feet, and I'll immediately learn if it has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities. And I don't know if that tells me anything else about it, but
Okay, damage, immunities, and resistances. As may be expected, it is immune to poison damage and the poisoned condition.
Huh, weird.
That's it.
Huh.
okay. Does it have any
Yeah.
vulnerabilities?
No,
Ah,
it
well,
does
all right.
not.
That's all I got.
What about flattery? Because that's what I'm gonna try.
That seems to be working so far, absolutely.
Certainly an emotional
Sweet.
one.
Definitely has an ego.
I am gonna insight check though.
Okay,
I'm
Yeah.
curious. So a 14.
14. Yeah. This dragon is clearly unused to this. This is probably the first time that people have done this, but displays kind of the arrogance of most, chromatic dragons.
Mhm.
That once this is offered up, this is great and totally deserves it. Loving every second of you flattering.
I guess more specifically, like into that, like little bit of information. Does Venom Fang look like they know what to expect from cultists?
No.
Like, have they been around other dragons with other cultists before, or it's just going to be a completely new and fun experience that I get to just bullshit a dragon through?
No, from what you can see, this is a novelty.
This is their first cult.
Sadly.
Oh my god!
Aw, baby dragon.
You'll
first
always
call.
remember your first. Let's go.
Yeah, and I think Karasu, you can tell this dragon isn't huge, right?
Yeah, no, young.
This
younger
isn't
dragon.
this isn't big capital D dragon. This is probably still a young dragon who's set out on their own for the first time.
I think
it
there's-
kind of fits.
I think there's a moment like in that assessment and Witka's assessment where Karasu like says something sidelong to her quietly, something like confidence, aura, like project yourself,
Yep.
like kind of stuff like under her breath while she's like
Perfect.
head down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are standing close enough that you should be filled with terror were it a stronger dragon.
Okay. Good to know. And she'll eventually like write herself back up like, would you be so magnanimous as to grace us with an audience so we can present to you our gifts of items and devotional poetry? What is it? Like a sonnet? Like poetry and other such things that would befit a dragon of your terrible, terrible glory.
Now, I suppose I could be persuaded to take tribute from you so you may avoid a terrible and destructive end at my claws. And with that, wings flap, takes flight over, and in the way that you might shoulder check someone at high school, lands close enough that you have to back up.
Yeah. Ugh, what a little butt. Cool.
Brat.
Kind of stands up to their full height and kind of extends the wings a little bit. Because while this isn't a big dragon, it's
still a big
very
dragon.
big.
It'll do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially a tiny little.
It could be worse, but
3-foot tank.
it's still pretty bad.
Nice.
So yeah, kind of surveys, little tongue flicks out as they look around at all of you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do dragons smell things the way snakes do in your canon?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Amazing.
I think they can also taste ambient magic with that.
Ooh.
That would make kind
That
of
totally
sense.
makes sense. Yeah.
I love it.
Enjoy it. Cultist, fellow cultists, you three, and she snaps and turns.
You guys.
Come forward, present your gifts. And I want to like murmur under my breath, like, if you falter now, you are lost.
Yeah, couldn't you make me an intimidation check on them here to get them to do what you want?
Can I have advantage because I've done it already?
Yeah,
Thank
that makes
you.
sense.
Oh, I needed it so bad. Thank you. 19.
19. Yeah, because they are seriously considering just like booking it right now.
Yep.
But
Tink
they're
is aggressively
slightly,
pointing a crossbow at one of them.
Yeah.
yeah, they just kind of like, all right,
I'm gonna
fine.
bow and back
If we
out.
run away, they'll still kill us. So it's kind of like a,
Yep.
okay.
And I like also am pulling Pasha back, like, let them have a moment and let's get out of range.
So,
Yeah,
okay.
Tink's like,
So,
this dragon may not be pleased with this haiku.
yeah. So, heading up first and taking off the hood, you see a half orc was the person with the poem.
Oh, buddy.
But kind of in an awkward twist of fate, you do notice he hasn't quite grown into his tusks yet. So, oh, excuse me. Take my medicine. Thank you. I'll do that.
Good.
So yeah, there's kind of a bit of a trying to get around the awkwardness
He's
of
got
the mouth.
He's a
teeth
juicy
too,
boy.
got teeth too big for his mouth.
Too adorable.
Says-
They're gonna die.
I am Yarbor, and I have written an effigy to your greatness, oh green one. God, why did I say a poem?
Wait, we can
Right.
we can help you out. How's a
Yeah.
haiku? Is
I
it a
got
haiku?
this. I got this.
Oh, we're doing a haiku.
Yes, we're doing haiku because they're much quicker to come up with.
Hi.
Oh, mighty dragon. Bless us with your awesome power. Probably one syllable if you kind of
That's fine.
Power.
It's
Closing it out.
yeah, it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. You drop that R.
If you do
And-
the POW apostrophe R.
Powell.
Yes, yes, absolutely. That's how it's written down. And kind of gets to the last sentence. He's like, realizes that doesn't actually know what this says in Draconic, like the last
no.
bit. So just, yeah, for everybody else, this is in Draconic. So those of you who speak it understand. But otherwise, it sounds kind of like aggressive and raspy.
Yeah. Oh no, Tink knows what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he just freezes. Absolutely just frozen. Even for a few seconds, is it? Do any of you step in and like help him
yeah.
out?
Okay. I
Done.
think Tink feels bad,
I don't speak Draconic, so.
and she speaks
Yeah.
Draconic, so she steps like behind, and she's small, so she steps behind the cultist, and she just whispers, like trying to like hide a little bit from the dragon, like hiding under his cloak or behind it, like tiny little Tink. And I think she'll say like, blessed with your mighty power, great dragon, or great dragon venom fang. I think that's close enough.
He nods and like just like now thank you towards you. So
She whispers behind him.
yeah, he finishes it. And
like,
Venom Fang
And then she like backs up quietly.
kind of puts like walks a paw towards, kind of begins to loom over Yarbor, like looking down, and he just tries to become as small as possible. And there's this very tense moment as the dragon's looking over. Do any of you do anything in this big awkward, tense silence? You
Plods.
start clapping.
Snap.
What a
that's
mighty poem in honor of the greatest Venom Fang. Only the greatest
Yes.
dragons have poems to honor their might, forever recorded in history.
Your fury will be remembered for 1,000 generations.
Yeah, but this Venom Fang just kind of like rears up again, back into the kind of regal big pose. Like, yes, a supplicant with the skill of spreading my word will be useful. You may live for now, Yarbor. He's just like, yeah, great, okay. I'm going to move as far to the back as the group as possible.
So, my furious lord Venom Fang, do you accept our gifts and our devotion? May we begin the process of building your cult anew in a new land, as is tradition?
I love this like cult
Yes.
gambit here. Yeah.
Surely this is not everything you have to offer.
No, of course not. There's jewels, and I gesture towards the treasure and like kind of elbow the other cultists to flash their stuff in the back, but don't hold it up for very much. We would never be so dumb as to not arrive with the beginnings of a great and powerful booty pile. I forgot the word.
Hoard.
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 Booty pile.
That's the quote of the episode. If these episodes had names, it would be
They do have names,
The
but I'm
great
not
and
sure.
powerful
I mean,
booty
here's the
pile.
They do.
question. Here's the question. How much of a coward will future Lauren be? Will I edit out butts? Will I name this episode Booty Pile?
it's all coming together.
I am. Don't
This is
fixate
past
on that.
elf speaking to you from the future, you two.
Ah.
If this episode is not named the great and powerful booty pile, Then Lauren chickened out.
I am a coward.
Perfect.
Abria, you have to stop nearly murdering me on stream. You have to stop.
I'm so sorry. I only know 3 words, and they're all like bottom adjacent.
Butts,
Okay,
booty, and
gosh,
Bob.
That was good. That was good. Okay, back. We can do it. Wind back into.
So Venom Fang
Hunter.
looks around, and you see kind of a glint in their eye. Then who will be the first sacrifice?
Oh. Knives. And I am just going to turn and grab Knives and throw him forward.
Jesus Christ! Okay. Yeah, he's totally taken aback. Do like a grapple with advantage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Worried about it?
What do they have as stats? You're looking to beat. You've already rolled.
Probably didn't do it.
He's
13.
gonna go ahead and roll. 3. Yes. So, with your quick action, you grab him and throw him forward. He falls to his knees, kind of at, like at the feet of Venom Fang. And
Tink turns
Like,
but I
around
do
and
wanna
looks at
continue.
Wicca.
Yeah.
everyone is like shocked as hell.
But my lord, you know that the very fact of us joining your powerful cult means that we loyal few, our lives are forfeit to yours at any time. And any of us would be honored to be a sacrifice. But if we may, we would love to lead you to future glory and terrors yet untold. So take a life or spare it and offer it into further and more glorious service
Yeah.
than a snack.
Venom Fang slowly and just
Oh,
Oops.
dies.
Oh no!
all right.
Plan failed.
Kills him.
Wicca kind of just scratches her chin like, I did think that was
think-
going to go differently.
I think Tink
Yeah.
shoots
One of the
Venom Fang.
cultists screams.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
like
yeah.
I think like Tink is like, yeah, dragons are evil. I gotta kill it.
Fair enough.
that's fair.
I mean, that guy was kind of a jerk, but Tink's like, fuck this dragon. I don't think she
Tink-
even thinks. I think she just
Tink is about to get revenge. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. And Wicca will back off.
Yeah. There's kind of like a satisfaction on the creature. And then everybody just starts drawing weapons and
Ah!
let's go.
Let's
see how
go.
this goes. Please select your tokens and roll
do
some
it.
initiative.
I'm fighting a
this is-
Yeah.
This is
your
gonna
time.
be. This is gonna be interesting.
Oh, okay.
We got good initiatives. Good
Okay.
initiatives so far.
Yeah, yeah.
We'd love to see it. What a day. I thought that was going to go differently.
Yeah, no.
that's
I
Wicca in
mean, I think
character,
it was
like,
a good speech, but this is a teenage
It was a
evil
very
dragon.
good speech, but the dragon was just like,
Yeah, for sure.
I get to kill someone.
I kill this guy.
Yeah.
Fair.
And
That's-
so it
Oh
so
shit,
they
dragons are evil.
To be fair, that guy was a jerk.
He was a jerk, so I'm not like sad he's dead, but Tink is like, dragons are evil. She goes as close as she could to like Pasha rage mode, like Tink is like, dragons are evil.
For sure. So, the first one to react, as I slowly turn more red, as my camera doesn't understand how to do white balance as it gets dark, is Karasu.
I mean, I'm going to move up and strike with my new spear, Dave.
Absolutely.
And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to stand here. I'm going to stand here. just in case, directional cones, right? Like strategy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna strike with my new spear. Here it goes. Does a 12 hit?
It does not, I'm afraid.
I did not think so. I use a key point to enter dodge mode.
Enter dodge mode. Okay. Could you pop a dodging icon on?
I can indeed, yes.
Yeah, I was doing that all before, and I think it was slowing things down a little bit. So if you'll
Here, I
get
have a little
behind
boot. That's a little boot.
tracking
dodging.
those, that would be very helpful. Okay. So, next up, Wicker. Yes,
Yeah.
that did not go how you wanted it to go, unfortunately.
Weird flex. And I'm just gonna look over at the other cultists
Weird flex, but all right.
and look over at the other cultists like, just go. And then point at Venom Fang and let's do a little dissonant whispers. Bra, bra.
Okay. So, if you could post that in for me. Oh, that's second level. DC 14 wisdom save.
Yeah, it's not too high.
Does it have any stuff?
We'll see what we get.
Venom Fang rolls an 18 to save.
Oof.
Yeah,
So it
that's
takes
fair.
half damage. Yeah.
It does take half damage though. Yeah. So 19 down to 9. Round them down. Okay.
I'm kind
Is
of
there
glad he
anything
didn't
else?
make him. I'm kind of glad he didn't make him run away because he can fly. I think so.
Yeah.
That would have been a problem.
Sweet. And her whispers are that like threefold with draconic over it. And she's just gonna say, this is how you lose cults. I'm pretty disappointed in you. Honestly. You had a chance there. It's like the marshmallow test, you just gotta you gotta wait it out.
You can kill this cultist, but you have to wait.
Yeah.
You just need to not be like cultist insecure and just snatch the first one.
I think in response, as you're talking, Venom Fang just roars incredibly loudly.
I just like the idea, in the marshmallow test, here's one cultist. You can kill one cultist now, or if you wait 10 minutes, you can kill 2 cultists.
Thank you. And that's on you. That's just a lack of maturity. Doing her weird bard eloquence, disappointed mom routine.
Yeah. All right.
Get him, Tank!
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So I will, at least to start, well, here's a question. I mean, I assume a dragon probably has a pretty good strength save.
Pretty
That goes
big.
to heaven.
I mean, they're big, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Because I have Ensnaring Strike, but I don't think it's good against a dragon. So I will bonus action Slayer's Prey the dragon. And the next turn, I guess I'll bonus action Hunter's Mark. And then I will shoot it with a crossbow.
Let's put the arrow for the Slayer's Prey and
I
the
like
Hunter's
it.
Mark can be the
Because I need both of them.
little crystals.
And that's
Take a shot.
that's what I got. I get a 21.
21 does in fact hit.
Very nice. For 9 piercing damage. Not the best.
Okay. 9 piercing damage. Nice. Doing some damage to the dragon already.
I have hit the dragon.
Seems good.
I'm sure this will go very well for me.
Okay. Was there anything else?
No, I think that's everything. That's all I
Do
got.
bear in mind, most of you are flanked by difficult terrain. Dark green
Yes.
patches.
I don't think I'm gonna. I might move back a little bit more.
Okay.
I get behind some cultists.
Yeah. Right. Just to say something in chat, in the YouTube VODs and stuff, you'll see a link to the wish list I made, and it has all the stuff on the marketplace that I've used. So if you do like these tokens, and I very much do as well, you can get them for your own game. It's not custom to me. Yes, as you are measuring out there, Aki, what's Pasha's plan?
Pasha's gonna rage. And then they're going to move up. And then they're going to do a mauling, hopefully.
All right, roll that hit, please.
Ooh.
25. You're doing great job.
Oh.
18
8
damage.
damage.
Wow.
And I would like to go ahead and trigger my ancestral protectors.
Very nice.
So the
Fantastic.
spectral warriors will appear behind Pasha. They are going to hinder the dragon's attacks. Anyone that it tries to hit other than me, it will have disadvantage on.
Fantastic. Okay, let's find a way to represent that.
And when the target hits a creature other than you with an attack, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack.
Wow. Awesome. Okay, so the cultists, as you may well have expected, run away. They run for their lives, literally.
Good job.
Good job, cultists, not getting in our way.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm just going to remove them from the...
That's fine. They could have been damage sponges for us.
Yeah, they get away faster than the dragon reacts. It now has a very prominent target. So,
Yeah.
Venomfang's turn. Pasha, it turns around to you. And as you may well expect, breathe some poison right on you. So, could you please make me a Constitution saving throw?
Absolutely.
Gotta hope for goodness.
14 is the DC that you had to meet.
Oh!
Nicely done. So,
And I have resistance to this, so I will
do.
only take half damage anyway. I will take half of the half. I
Yeah.
think.
Okay, so the full damage would have been 42. So halved, 21, and then halved again, take 10 poison damage.
That is a gout of poison. That is some
Yeah.
Yeah,
big
that
poison.
would have laid me out.
That's stinky
Ouch.
breath.
Well prepared.
You
and
need a breath
make yourself a
mint.
target.
Vicious mockery.
Yeah, there you go. You can have that one, Witka.
Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Don't get hit.
Yeah, with that, Venomfang turns and kind of just looks around. Oh, was that the average, people are saying? That's fine. We'll take that now. I'll roll it properly next time. I thought we meant
You can just take the average.
Nice.
Both are
Yeah,
legitimate
we'll
choices.
just do
to
the
make in
average for
D&D.
now. I'll roll
you're
it next
good.
time because it's fun.
I
Yeah.
also just want to say that I think that this protection against this gout of poison manifests as like a wall of my ancestors just like forming up, like getting into formation in front of Pasha and shielding them from some of the
Awesome.
damage.
Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. Okay, so background to the top of the turn order. Karasi, back to you.
Well, alrighty then. I guess I try and stab the dragon once more.
Okay.
Hiya! 25
25 certainly hits.
for 10 damage.
Okay.
And I
Zoomed out
think I
super
will
fast.
spend another key point to remain in dodging stance, just in case Venomfang decides to.
Sensible. Okay. Witka.
Yeah, we're just gonna vicious mockery from the back. And she'll just yell, "What Tink said!"
All right. Yeah, roll that up for me, please. 14
Woo!
and 3
Oh.
damage.
Yeah, no, we're good. Oh no. Now that's the thing.
Venomfang only rolls a 9. So is
Yeah.
viciously mocked.
Oh, damn!
Alright, so the first attack he makes this round.
He, in fact, feels bad about
Button.
himself and
Yeah.
knows he needs a breath mint.
Perfect. Okay, nice job. Tink.
Tink, has a few tricks up her sleeve, and the next trick is a hunter's mark. I'm gonna put you another bonus action. So I will cast the hunter's mark spell for my bonus action. I don't know why it rolled that. That's not what I wanted it to do. No, I want it to put the information in chat. But it won't.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, I have advantage on perception or wisdom checks if it decides to run away.
Okay.
That seems important. But most importantly, I get an extra 2d6 damage on it now.
Mm-hmm.
But this is concentration, so if I get hit, I have to do all that stuff. However,
That makes sense.
then she bolts up another bolt. That's the sound it makes, and fires her crossbow of 14.
14 is not enough, I'm afraid.
And she misses, and that is her turn. She feels sad.
Okay, Pasha, back around to you.
Yep. So let's do some more mauling over here. More mauling. More mauling. More mauling.
Does this...
I would like to make a reckless attack as well.
Oh, awesome.
All right,
Yeah,
so that I can
roll
roll
advantage.
this with advantage. Yeah. Good thing
very
I
nice.
did.
Hey, 19.
19 does indeed hit.
And that's gonna be 11 damage on that.
Oh, it's going well so far. Looks like most people are getting some good damage in. All right.
Like you're saying that, but we've probably done like 5% of its like HP.
Yay!
No, it's going well. It's all solid hits. What was I about to say? Sorry. Oh, yes. Does your ancestral spirits reapply every time you attack, or does it just?
It ends when my rage ends.
Okay, perfect. So
So I am its target until the end of this, until that thing is done.
okay. All right. So it turns to you. Thankfully, the vicious mockery reduces this from what would be an advantage attack because Pasha attacked recklessly to a normal attack. Attempts to bite you.
That's that good teamwork right there, Wicca.
Okay.
Don't die.
So, Pasha, making yourself a target, managed to get a great swing in, like dent some of the scales in. Then Van turns with just hatred in its eyes, manages to bat your maul away and chomp. It's a critical hit for 33 points of piercing damage.
Oh, that's a lot.
Halved?
Oh, that's good. I'm
It's
so
hard.
glad you're the barbarian.
16.
Okay.
Then
Oh god, it gets more attack.
momentum, not quite done. Can make a claw attack
I think it has
at
advantage.
advantage.
No, on that one, yeah.
Wait, did it get a double crit on that first one?
It
Oh
cancelled
wait,
out.
no, it was okay.
So it ends
sorry.
the first roll. Okay, that's a 25 to hit for 10 more slashing
Alright.
damage.
Halved.
Yep. So I'm at 4 hit points.
You're doing it.
And a final attack.
Oh, cross
Its
fingers.
claws. Does a 17 hit
It does.
Oh no.
for 11 slashing damage.
Pasha's down.
Good night.
Oh, you
Down,
took so
down,
much.
but down, but not out. That was a huge round.
That was wild.
And-
We've got healing. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not worried.
As
I'm not worried.
the ancestors abate around it, it turns to the rest of you. Again, clearly smug, clearly thinking, all right, this is about to turn around.
All right. Well,
And I think we're going to take a little bit of a break.
I knew you were
going
gonna
to
do that.
It's fair. I have a great line though, but I'm gonna save it for when it's Tank's turn.
All right.
Yes.
I have
please
to
don't
remember it. I'm
forget,
not
please
going to
don't
remember it.
Break time.
Remind me at a good line.
Right. Yeah, we're going to take a short break. Please do stick around. Make sure you do human body upkeep stuff. And we'll be back soon. Bye for now. But welcome back to the second half
I have a
of
burp.
so
today's
proud of you.
happening. I was really
episode of Lost Mine of Phandelver.
I'm
Thank you
so
for sticking
proud of
around.
you.
And when you didn't do that, I just knew someone had to step up.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. All
All right. Where are we at?
We got some combat. Turn order is all messed up for some reason.
Because the dragon just went, so I think it's me.
It surely is.
All right, chat. And of course, party members. The real choice here is: do I go full on as much damage as I can pour into the dragon, or do I sort of like tank a bit? Because I got one more key point, which means I either get a flurry or I get a dodge, basically.
Question for the ages. To go face. Or
So the question is: do I go face? Yeah, or
I don't know. I think we need to beat the crap out of this dragon.
I mean, I sort of agree, but also I think that I won't survive nearly as many hits as you did.
And it took its entire round of attacks to take me out. So,
And I will have you back up.
I wasn't even at full when he did.
All right, fuck it. We're going for the flurry. Let's go.
Yeah.
In.
All right. Let's
All right.
see that flurry.
All right. So 20 on the spear, Dave. Is that enough to hit the dragon?
Sure is.
For 5 damage, then unarmed flurry. 14 I know is a miss, and
It
then
is.
17.
Also a miss, I'm afraid.
Damn. All right. Well, never mind. 5 damage. That's it.
Dragon scales. The
Yeah,
reason
they're
I
pretty
make things
good.
out of them.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Then a young dragon has an over 17 AC. That's
I sent it as hard as I could, friends, but that's all I got.
It's okay.
Respect.
It's okay.
All right. It's background to Witch's turn. And I have a
Yep.
feeling I know what's coming up.
Bonus action, healing word. Let's get our sweet Bugbarian back up.
Okay. Let's just check that range. Yeah.
60 feet. I am within 60 feet for both of the things that I do. All right. So you're back up
Sure.
with 7 hit points. And then she's going to
Hooray.
turn and make eye contact with this dragon. And as menacingly as possible, trying to like do a little bit of pulling attention, we're going to cast one more vicious mockery with the phrase, "If you stay, we will turn your ragged hide into boots. Flee, little boy."
I try and make the dragon run away.
Gotta do what you can.
I mean,
Ah.
if he leaves, we win. So
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 12 on the save.
Yep.
So,
Okay, so he's got disadvantage. He takes
Viciously
4 points
knocked.
of psychic damage.
yes,
sure does.
and disadvantage, which is the better part, I think.
Yeah.
Disadvantage is good.
What are you talking about? My 4 points of damage are so helpful.
So
Clutch.
helpful.
Clutch damage.
I mean, it's just as much damage as I did last turn, basically.
Okay. We're back around to Tink.
Tink levels the crossbow and is like, it's all right, we still have action economy, because that's what we know wins games in D&D.
All right. Yep. You're not wrong.
And then, because I really want to hit it, I'm going to just use my inspiration and shoot at it with my crossbow.
Yeah, absolutely. See
I get
that
a
shot.
26!
Yeah. Good
Which
use,
is good, because I would have
use.
missed.
All right, let's see
And
that
I deal
damage.
15 piercing damage. Oh, wait. I should... Did
Isn't
it
there
roll
another thing?
everything?
It rolled both.
Oh, yeah, I rolled both of
Yeah.
them together. Yeah.
15. Okay. Okay.
Pasha!
That's my turn. I feel like,
we're
though,
always tied on initiative.
Widka and I should
Yeah.
not be in a line.
No, probably not.
So I don't want to get close to the dragon, but I like tuck myself into some bushes.
Yeah, you gotta look out for the cover.
Yeah, I'll also use my like, just,
It's like, I'm not
yeah,
really
I'm
here.
fine. Whatever. It's
Totally. All right, background to Pasha, lying on the floor, but very much conscious now.
I will use half my movement. Not that it matters because I'm right next to it. I will rage again.
Yes! Rage.
because my rage hath ended, but it shall begin anew.
Mhm.
And I will continue to maul the crap out of this buddy. But I'm not
Yeah.
going to roll reckless this time. I'm
Okay.
just going to have to hope for the best because I don't have the hit points to. Nope, that won't hit.
I'm afraid
Pasha's
it
feeling a
doesn't.
little
Yeah.
bit out of it, having been unconscious and was
Understandably so.
All right, dragon.
Right. Let's do a thing.
I'm gonna give him the best like come at me pose that I can do as a monk. Just like, spin the spear in my one good hand pointed at him like,
Okay. Let's see.
doing my best.
All right. Okay. So, Venom Fang, seeing Pasha return upright,
Oh no.
looking around, choosing a target, it seems, and then suddenly the flies up in the air.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
Attacks of opportunity from both of you.
Yeah. Okay. Attack of opportunity it is. Here we go, spear. Oh.
Afraid not. 18 does,
Hey, there we go.
Hey,
There we go.
gang, gang.
16. Absolutely. Okay. So, as you manage to get your strikes in, Venom Fang looks below, around all of you, and flies away. Peace out. Venom Fang is
We must
very
have got
badly
below,
injured.
Yeah, we must have got below a certain threshold or something. Like he must be hurt.
runs away.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Victory.
have in fact defeated
Tink is like, what? But
Dragon Venom.
he's not
Fang.
dead. What if it goes over?
No.
Hits
You try to get another shot off at him.
Oh,
before he
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think I will succeed because I think Tink's
Yeah.
like confused and just like. But,
I mean, you're probably firing at disadvantage at range anyway.
Yeah.
It moves 160 feet
oh,
around.
definitely can't hit it. Yeah,
Roll
Tink,
it,
like,
just
looks
roll it anyway. I just want to see what
forlornly.
it looks like.
Yeah, if you can do
advantage.
it, then
What
might
if you
as well
get
go
double
for it.
criticals and you
Roll
drop
it,
the dragon out of the
roll it,
sky?
roll
yeah,
Alright.
if you crit, you could potentially kill it.
Okay. Well, let me double
believe
check
in you.
because our crossbow's range goes out to 320. All
I
right, so
give you my Lauren. I give you my inspiration.
All right.
I would love to bardic inspiration, please.
Okay. All right.
Oh my god, Jason,
Shoot this nerd.
So that negates
Love
the
the
the inspiration
The
negates the
range penalty,
disadvantage
yeah.
from the range.
Add a d6 as well.
And then I'll roll a d6 on top of that. I might get it with the d6.
You might hit it, but I don't think you'll kill it. But you might hit it.
I get
Nope.
17.
Unfortunately, just shy.
Oh well.
Just whiff.
It's a good
Worth it.
shot.
Yeah.
It just plinks off of
too
the
fast.
scales on the tail and doesn't quite penetrate.
I'll get
Yeah.
you next time, Venom Fang. It's not the last you've seen of Tink Fizzle Pop.
Yeah, and you hear like an incredibly loud roar and a curse in Draconic.
Nice.
Uh,
Well,
And
your mother smells too. I don't even have a mother. I don't.
That's fair.
I don't know my mama. Yeah,
We loot now. We loot now.
Venom Fang has
We loot now.
left the
We
building.
loot now.
Hey,
That's fair. A dragon not wanting to die makes perfect sense.
did you get any of its scales? Is there like any
There might be
detritus on
There
the
might
ground near you?
We
Inside.
failed the first quest, which is the scale.
There might be some inside. There might be some inside. Probably lots of scratching against the stones if he got itchy. There might
Oh,
be
right.
scales inside.
That's right.
Maybe the beginnings of his own horde. Might
I
be.
point towards the ground where Pasha was standing. You hit him with a maul. Like,
Yeah.
Are there any scales on the ground?
No, I just want to say I really liked that kind of awkward come down off the
Yeah.
rage. That was really nice. Take inspiration if you don't already have it.
yeah.
But yeah, looking around, there's kind of some dented tails. There's a chip off of one of the front claws, and there's also blood. So probably any of those. Most likely the dented scale would have the most, though. You have all dirt in the blood and stuff. It's on the floor.
That's
Either
gross.
way, you're right though, Pasha. We should see what's inside. They might have.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's go.
Well, all
Take a
things
good
considered,
shot.
I'll like lean down and scoop up the dented scale that I think will be suitable, Dave.
And I think Pasha will take the chipped tooth as a trophy.
and as
absolutely.
Witka walks over the corpse of Knives, she's like, all things considered, this went pretty well. Just keeps walking.
harsh.
Yeah.
Tink, like, eyes narrow, stares at the horizon, and just, like, mutters to herself, I'll get you, Venom Fang.
This is the beginning of Tink the Dragon Hunter.
Is this awakening something in you,
I
Tink?
just feel like Tink
I'm
the Dragon
imagining-
Hunter on her mighty steed jump ski.
I'm imagining the post Phandelver spin-off campaign that is Tink and a band of dragon hunters. Like when she's way older,
Yeah.
like a Tink and a band of dragon hunters.
I heard there were dragons around these parts.
Yeah, she's got like a cool scar now.
She wears a
Oh,
dragon skull,
you know?
like,
Yeah.
like on her
Yes.
shoulder pauldron.
Yeah, she's got
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's a
Awesome.
pseudo dragon skull, but we get what we get. We take what we can get.
Yeah.
Real dragon skulls are too big for no
They're
one.
very big.
Like whatever fits, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Just like a little.
I had to
You
like
could
I had
take-
to throw that in there because I think that's a great
No,
one.
it's
One of
very
the
cool.
teeth and have it carved into a helmet that looks like a dragon head.
Oh, yeah.
Just gonna look
That'd
like a
be
little
sweet.
evil Cubone. It's like, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Oh, that's very cute.
Like a little evil.
Tink bone.
Very
All right.
cute.
It was such from edgy and dark to just, oh, it's so adorable.
Yeah. So in this first room, you see that this was originally a living quarters, though it's remained mostly untouched by Venom Fang, considering there is no way it could have gone into this room.
Yeah. It's like,
But you see, this is probably where those giant spiders were. It's kind of covered in webs all over the
yeah.
old and broken down furniture. There doesn't seem to be, as you may expect, not a huge amount here. But there are, two more doors. One leading further into the tower.
are we good, Lauren? Are we...
Yeah, my internet just like, my kilobytes are dropping, but so I'm dropping some frames, but
No, the frames.
Ah, whoopsie.
hopefully it'll stabilize.
Venom Fang will have his price.
I am recording it locally, so like worst case scenario, this will all be available on the VOD,
Yeah,
so we can.
yeah. There's not going to be too much moving on the map for the time being, so hopefully at least the audio is going to get
Yeah.
through.
Sorry about that, everyone. If
okay.
if it doesn't stabilize, maybe we'll bring the stream down and bring it back up again, but we'll see.
So I guess I'll check this door, Dave.
Yes, please do. You investigating it, perceptioning it? What's the deal?
Yeah, perception.
Okay, looking for traps and stuff.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
19.
19. So you look at the door, and while there is nothing on this side of the door, you feel through the wood as your sense of key and your connection to the world around you is returning. You can feel on the other side of the door there is a magical sigil etched into the wood that, were you to open the door, would probably do something bad.
How do you want to do this?
Well,
Do what?
There is some kind of sigil on the other side of the door. If we open this, something bad is going to happen.
Well, then maybe the squishy ones stand back, and you and I deal with this.
Not you.
Excuse me.
Like,
You're basically a zombie.
You're like bleeding out.
I'm
Yeah.
fine. I am totally
keeping
okay.
you alive. I am holding you alive aloft right now with the power of my contempt for that little nerd that flew away. So like maybe
fi-
you're the squishy one right now, and she's
I
in the
feel
back.
I feel totally great, totally fine. 'Tis but a flesh wound.
Do you want some beef jerky?
Okay.
Mm.
You
right,
did very good.
All right, you three, stand back. I'll handle it. I'm going to try and open the door as delicately as... Actually, you know what? I'm going to try and open the door as suddenly as I can to see if I can, like, reflex my way out of this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Can I give you some bardic inspiration before we start?
Of course.
Certainly.
Let me just... hey, you're very cool. I believe in you. You've got this. Please don't die. I think you're very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go. Just back into the corner.
So,
There's like a moment of like, what? Compliments. Duh.
all right. So it's like a swift kick open and then like a roll backwards sort of situation.
Yeah, pretty much, Dave. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Sounds like a.
Acrobatics?
I think it might be acrobatics. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's going to be quite difficult.
That's okay. I don't mind. I'll use my inspiration.
Oh.
Not my personal inspiration, but with
Bardic inspiration.
There-
Why are there two mechanics? This is the question we ask all the time.
We only
There
know
are
3
multiple
words, and 2 of
things.
them are butts.
Why are many things called the same thing? Who knows? All right. I'm going to roll acrobatics, Dave. Here we go.
Okay.
24 plus 5, 29.
That'll do, absolutely. So, as you kick the door, it kind of flies open, but as you do, incredibly quickly, the wood of the door begins to like rot and melt in. Almost looks like the entire thing is consumed by like acid, and if you'd like had your hand on there, that would have melted your hand right off. But you like kicked it quickly enough, and it just kind of melts and falls away.
It drew back quickly enough, yeah.
Yeah, since you knew it was there as well. So it opens up into the ground floor of this large room. So you can see there's a fairly generally broken staircase that leads up to the second floor where Venom Fang was like looking at you from before. There's a big hole where there's only parts of stuff to stand on. You could fly up there, but climbing up would probably require some serious acrobatics.
For us, who acts like none of that was a big deal, by the way. That was just all.
Yeah, of course.
Totally fine.
What probably draws your eyes first is, in fact, the dragon's hoard of treasure. So,
I do like treasure.
you can see, again, a treasure chest was here, but has, in fact, been opened by big claws, so the money is spread out all across the floor.
What?
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Tig
had to
starts
do
like
hoards
picking
better.
it up and putting it in their other treasure chest that they've just been dragging around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's give you some more stuff.
Stuff.
Everybody.
So, disappointingly, probably to Venom Fang and also you, rather than a gold hoard, it's mostly made up of silver. There are 800
lame.
silver pieces here.
God, that's so many.
That's a lot. Yes, this is going to be a pain in the ass
I like
to carry.
Chad's suggestion that his hoard is all Funko Pops.
Funko
Yes.
Pops, probably.
But it's all like edgy villain characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see like cameos of characters from like past things here. There's like a little robot toy that you touch on the back of it.
Because I feel like it's like, oh, is that? It's like a little Tiamat Funko Pop. And
Tiamat.
Very cute. Yes, please.
There is also 150 gold pieces.
could have converted it for us. That would have been really helpful.
Yo, honestly, I hate teenagers.
There are 4 silver goblets set with moonstones.
Oh, sick.
What?
Which
I'm
are,
keeping a goblet.
This
I
is the
want
Fair
thing.
enough.
it for my juice.
Well, I mean, at some point that goblet might come in handy if it's worth a certain amount.
Mm-hmm.
Because a ranger or a druid or a cleric can get a lot of good use out of a goblet.
It's true.
Unfortunately, they're worth quite a lot of money. So, I mean, taking it and using it as a cup is pretty baller.
Thank you. Thank
60
you.
gold each.
But then there's
60
also
gold? Damn.
Heroes Feast.
I'm just Heroes
That's
Feast is
right.
for nerds. I want a cool juice.
Cool juice.
Let's say you want a pimp goblet and go and go.
Do you understand that I go to brunch with Tink's dads and like I'm just gonna stomp on them from now
Just
on?
like pull it out. and
hot
just like-
second.
Pour your rosé, let's go.
I thought you were talking as a Bria, not as Vidcon. So I was like,
No.
what? Do you bring your own cups to brunch, Bria? That's
No,
a
but if I
power
had
move.
if I had a silver moonstone goblet, I
Yeah.
sure as shit would.
If I had a 60 gold equivalency
you.
for Moonstone
Excuse
Gold.
so
me, I brought my
ostentatious.
diamond encrusted glass.
If that's a thing on Etsy, someone drop a
Yeah.
link in chat. I'll buy that shit today.
Yeah, let's get Abria her pimp cup.
I just had to look around because I have several like goblet type cups, but none of them are in arm's reach. So
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Okay, so yeah, for 4 of those, 60 gold each.
Yeah.
There are a
I
couple
retain
of
mine in cup form.
Yeah, there are a couple of magic scrolls as well. And I can never not imagine magic scrolls as not having, like in CRPGs, where it's the parchment and then it has a picture of what like the spell
Yeah.
looks like.
yeah.
So you don't have to take the time to identify or whatever. I mean, that's just a huge waste of time.
like
So there's one of Misty Step and another one of Lightning Bolt.
Oh my god, both good spells.
Yeah.
For the Vitka spell basket, you know, just put it on there.
I assume you'll just take both of those.
If I could just
Silver Moonstone cup in one hand, lightning bolt scroll in the other, like, yeah.
Yep. We're gonna get very weird. It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
This is my
That's-
arcane
that's my
focus
sh-
and it's
yes.
full of rosé.
I was about to say, very good, very good. You do
I've
notice,
literally become the wine mom.
Yeah.
sure have, lion wine.
I'm a wine lion.
Wine lion.
Awesome.
Wine lion
A
sounds
line mom?
like be called.
Yeah, once you've kind of sifted through
Lyonin?
all,
Sounds like Winona Ryder, but
this
I'm
is
so
the true
sorry,
treasure.
Dave. Bless you.
No, this is the true treasure. The awful puns that we try.
Yeah,
the
just all
true
the
Worth
campaign
more
is the
than the
puns
gold.
we made along the way.
Exactly.
you better get used to this crosstalk while I'm not the DM. Because once I am.
Oh, you say that, Elf.
Comes over to your house, just slaps
just
you.
as bad.
No, it'll be.
Yeah, you do notice this hoard of gold is actually covering a small like floor vault,
Ooh.
which is like a metal
Secret
plate and a handle.
door.
Pasha is immediately going for it.
Okay, what did we
Yeah.
talk about?
Secret
Oh.
door! Secret door!
Oh
You
yeah.
know better.
Secret
All
door?
right.
Is
We
learning.
wait.
Should
We
Morning
wait
step into it,
until
yeah.
we check it before we
Yeah.
open it.
I should
That's
yes, I
right.
should check it first. Allow me.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Taking a second, you do see, in fact, without even needing to perceive it, the door has some words carved into it.
Oh, cool.
And the person who most likely recognizes it first is, in fact, Tink, because it's in Gnomish.
Oh, it's gnome stuff.
I speak Gnomish too.
Yeah.
Both speak
Well, it's
Gnomish,
because
yeah.
my dad's taught it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're very good. Your accent, impeccable.
Thank you.
What does it say, Dave?
So in Gnomish, it says prototype.
Oh no! It's gonna have something cool in it.
Prototype?
I want to
Prototype.
open it. Can I open it?
You sure can.
Certainly.
I feel like,
So it's-
we turn to Waitka and we're like,
It's quite heavy. You do
just
have to
take
use
a
both
step back.
hands. Ugh. Put it on open. And inside, it looks like from the top, there's like a mountain of papers and bits of parchment and for some reason blue stuff with white lines on it that doesn't make any sense anachronistically. Yeah, there's like a bunch of papers and stuff in there. Pasha looks disdainfully at the paper.
I mean,
Tink starts
Pasha
leafing through
enjoys
it.
reading a good book. They're very small in Pasha's hands, but they like to read. But
but
what?
it's not obvious.
What? And they're kind of like digging through the pieces of paper. What's written on them?
There are a lot of numbers and kind of algebraic equations. These are schematics, which very likely none of you have really seen before or would understand. There are lots of
Maybe-
numbers on them and kind of drawings of weird things that don't make a huge amount of sense. But you do, as you dig through them, tap on something at the bottom. And grabbing it out doesn't immediately make a huge amount of sense. So you pull it up, and it's a wooden contraption of some kind, plated with metal in an X shape. And you take a while, turn it over, and look at it. And you notice it has string between the crosses.
I found this. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, can I investigate it and see if I can figure out what it is and does?
You better do
Absolutely.
that because
Maybe
Tink's
there's
instinct
some-
is to pull the strings.
Yeah, maybe there's some context clues within the papers if you take a second to
Tink is like
investigate.
reaching toward it, like I'm
Correct.
gonna-
He's already gone exactly for that. I think Dave, like looking at the actual papers, but if they're in Gnomish, there's no way I could understand them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will
no,
translate for you while Tink and Witka work on this. I'll work on that with you.
All right.
Yeah, so
15 to touch the thing.
looking at it, it takes a while because you can't work out really which direction it's supposed to be in and whether there's extra parts. And you're looking at it and the pieces at the bottom. It finally clicks. And it's definitely a lot weirder and maybe stupider than you thought. Because what it functionally is two bows stuck together in a cross shape.
It's an X bone.
It's a crossbow, which is a cross of bows rather than a crossbow.
I see.
It's a pun, and I push it into Tink's hands.
Yeah, so looking at the bits and bobs around there, it's been kind of engineered and magically enhanced. So while normally gnomes can't use heavy weapons,
Yeah.
this simulates
Oh.
the draw power of a longbow.
Ooh.
That's awesome.
So this is a longbow built for small creatures. I had to think
Yeah.
about whether this makes any sense. It absolutely doesn't.
Hell yeah.
In this
Perfect.
world, I thought it was quite fun.
There was a dragon here earlier.
There's
so-
magic in this world.
It's
I
a
think
cross
it's okay.
of bows.
You
It's
good?
It's a cross of bows, and I
And-
love it.
double
You
bows.
get the sense that the reason why this works is because the strings themselves aren't like wire or sinew or whatever you normally string bows with. This is in fact tightly twisted magic fabric.
Oh.
So arrows shot from the bow will in fact be +1 arrows.
So it's not a +1 bow, but it shoots +1 arrows.
Functionally the same thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a +1 longbow on my sheet.
please do.
Cool.
+1 longbow you can use.
Hell
you get a
yeah.
badass weapon, and you get a badass weapon, and you
I
get a
like
badass
it.
weapon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have a +2
the
to this 'cause
generous
it's a
assortment of magical items
So-
is fucking awesome.
For some reason, this has been clearly someone's magnum opus to have a crazy idea and just invested so hard that it finally, for some reason, works.
What I really like about that, Dave, is I'm just imagining the person eventually getting 2 short bows and going like this, and then being like,
Galaxy brain.
"I've done it!"
I also like
Just
to,
can't get the draw power.
because you're like, this
Wait a
string is
minute.
like
What if I had
magic.
2?
So I like to imagine it's made out of like the spider, like the giant spider webbing.
I'm sorry, Spooter?
Spooter webbing, sorry. The giant spooter webbing, because there's just a bunch of giant spooters around here. And so this person was like, what could I possibly? And then they get like spooter webbed in the face. And they're like, oh, I found it.
There are many very improbable events that led to this actually
Love it.
becoming science.
It's real
And you
science.
see, in fact, you find a name.
Oh my gosh, it has a name.
Yeah. And it is Deacon Fizzsprocket.
Oh, that's not the name of the bow. I'm calling it. This is the deacon, just so you
it's-
all know.
That's the person who made it. So
No,
that's
it's
on
also the name of the
on
bow.
note.
The Deacon is a pretty badass name.
Yeah.
I do like that a lot.
Tink just assumes that's the name of the crossbow. She's like, ooh, Deacon Fizzsprocket. I like that name. It's good. I wonder if I'm related to them. Fizzle, Fizzsprocket, Fizz. Maybe not.
I don't know.
And then goes outside,
Probably ask people back home. Maybe they'll know.
shoots it at the sky, and like, I'll get you.
Yeah, it's like
Make a roll for it, natural 20. Ow!
it like shoots out way faster than you expect.
Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. I'm coming for you, Venom Fang. Coming for you.
So you've managed
got
to
weird.
find the most of the loot.
He's drinking
Venom
from your
Fang.
moonstone goblet.
So maybe we
Oh,
should
got a
go
weapon
back to the druid now and give him the scale. Also, I'm hungry. That beef jerky made me hungry.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
I'm thirsty. There's a lot of salt in it.
We'll take plenty of rest before we head on.
That would be good. I'm bleeding a lot. I feel very tired. I think I'm going to curl up and go to sleep.
Don't
now.
go to sleep. No.
I'm very
Wait till we gotta talk to the druid first, and then you can nap.
oh
All you want once we've
Okay.
spoken to the druid.
okay. I'll do my best.
Okay.
Basha.
Can I make just a cursory attempt at getting up to the roof? I just want to see if there's anything we missed up on the top, on the tippy top.
It will be incredibly difficult. The stairs mostly don't exist. It would be jumping up to each one, hanging by your arms, and scrabbling again. But you
Well, I mean,
certainly can.
I'm full of
Witches?
go-go juice.
Great at
Yeah.
jumping.
All right,
I'm super good at jumping. I basically have wings and I'm like a lion. This will be fine.
I'm just imagining
Imagine if you
Wicca
drunk
like
from your
puts down the
goblet.
goblet like
Yeah. Hold my goblet. I got this. And then she goes forward.
All right, yep. That's most likely
Oh,
an
no.
acrobatics check.
Okay.
We love our ridiculous wine, Mom.
It's so good.
you can do it, Wicca. I believe.
Yay. No inspiration. Yeah, I got a 9 about it.
That is
This
not.
is going to be super. Ow.
Yeah, you managed to get up the first one, and everyone's like, "Wow, Christ!" And you try and jump on the next one, kind of slip and fall backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
Down
sort of
onto the ground.
imagining,
It's
like
it's-
cats getting stuck in the
don't take
curtains.
damage, but it's
Yeah.
like falling down.
Yeah. Can it just be like slowly going down the wall? Like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. And it just plops off.
Yeah,
And the
unfortunately.
nails scraping through the stone just makes everybody's ears hurt.
It's awful.
Yeah, if you wanted to take some time, and use like rope and stuff, you could get up there. But
I have rope. I can help set us up with climbing equipment if we really need to desperately get up there.
if anybody's going to be able to do it, it's
Super
most probably
desperately.
Karasu. Like you can certainly try, but I don't think you're as well trained as Karasu
I
might be
do not
if you
think
asked her
that
to
there
do
is
it.
a necessity to head to the roof. Let us go and talk to the druid. And the rest of whatever it is, we don't need any more moonstone goblets. We have plenty.
Fair enough.
You can have
It's
mine,
you.
Witka. I don't need a moonstone goblet.
Two, just like...
Double fisting. Yep. Wicca has achieved her final form.
But not
Okay,
stick them
let's
together
go.
on a helmet.
Yeah.
You could have both.
This is my helm of most vicious mockery.
And on that note,
Yeah. So
To the druid, Dave.
To the druid.
Druid.
you make your way back there. You're totally fine. You've cleared nearly everything here. There are a couple more twig blights, but
We give
they
him a
can't.
mean
They
look.
leave you alone
Reload,
after
guys.
this. They are not super intelligent, but
They just saw us mess with a dragon.
exactly. So you do manage to make your way back to Rudolph, who kind of greets you with this very, "Oh, okay, so that's how you dealt with that. You beat that dragon up. All right."
Well,
So
we
you-
tried not to, but the dragon was very evil.
he killed someone who didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, that's a real shame.
He hadn't done anything wrong yet, anyway.
I mean, he was annoying, but I'm often called annoying. And
Let's
hopefully you wouldn't throw me to a dragon.
move past that. Perhaps we don't mention that to anyone back in town.
Well, we should probably tell his parents that he's dead.
They joined a dragon death cult. Like, he gets what he gets. I don't understand.
The earth will reclaim him. And
Yeah, we
say
didn't
you
bury
don't
his
know
body
who
or
he
anything,
was.
so he's definitely just rotten out there.
I'll
Don't
take
worry,
care
I'm
of
gonna
it.
track down Venom Fang and I'm gonna get vengeance for him.
Oh, okay.
And everyone
Sure.
knows what Venom Fang is.
Karasu's just like, I did not realize you had such strong feelings about aggressive knife guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like him, I just hate Venom Fang.
Fair enough.
But you know what? You
Perhaps.
sort of feel like you have more moral ground when it's for vengeance and not just because you have a deep hatred of dragons.
Yes. However, there is
What?
another task at hand.
There is indeed.
Oh, right! All of that stuff.
Did you manage to get?
I pull out the scale and I give it to the druid.
Ah. Yes, this should do well. I've finished my research. Given those items I asked you for previously, which I can remind you were the seed of an elder rowan tree, and also there's some kind of essence tied to life or death to empower the seed.
Okay, so we bleed on the seed. All right,
That's what
we'll
I
be
was
right back. Where's this tree? Kaka!
Well, you certainly are all very full of vitality. It's a little more complicated than that. It
Oh,
would have to be a creature that derives its being in a state of flux were it to be an undead.
Oh,
we need a zombie?
Something stronger than that.
A strong zombie. A lich? I don't know what's in between zombies and liches.
Karasu's like, not a.
Actually,
no.
I imagine there's kind of a twitch when she says lich.
You just like casually go lich, and she's like, that's a little harder than you might think.
Oh, but okay, what's in between the two of them then?
My interest in this conversation.
Vampire.
Oh, okay.
Well, I
What else?
have heard that there's a man, a wizard, who is in an area nearby this
Are you-
wood.
Are you talking about Gustav?
Glustov?
That's the one that we're trying to get to. So I presume it's not the same one, because that would be super convenient, though, if it was.
No, he has been to setting up camp at the Old Owl Well. There was a great tragedy there many years ago. Perhaps he's investigating that. Or there might be people in town who know of other potential locations. As I say, for the seed, were you to find the fledgling druid of the Emerald Enclave, then he should still have it.
We can't
He's
just
traveling
is that not
east.
one of the trees that's outside? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I am afraid not. It's a very rare and very magical tree, used to rejuvenate an area.
All right.
been damaged.
So
Okay,
we
so
need-
when we
but
find
we
this-
did pass a bush that was full of alive sticks. Now, are you sure it's just not outside somewhere?
I'm positive.
So we need to find this wizard.
Yeah, when we find this undead thing, what do we need from it? Like, just the whole thing?
Let me look around here. He like shuffles around in a bunch of stuff. Yes. Comes back with what appears to just be a large glass jar. Just kind of fairly big. Though on closer inspection, you do see it's made of a special material. Looking at it, you see that it's kind of thick. It's
Less smashable.
magically treated lead, which you know is very good at like blocking spells. So he shows it to you. He says, "This is used to store essences. If you found a way to get hold of a strong one or kill a powerful undead, having this nearby should serve to
I'll just
contain
like,
it. In a sense, yes.
ooh, cool.
I guess I'll hold it. I don't.
As I say, there may be alternatives. People in town might know more. I stay fairly secluded, as you can tell.
So you need this seed and this wizard's essence, and then we're set.
These three things, yes. I can accompany you to the place of the great enchantment, and I'm fairly confident we'll be able to at least disrupt it enough for you to get to your location.
Do you know where we might find this creature, wizard, undead?
Yes,
I think the wizard's
there's
investigating the undead.
an old wizard's tower at the Old Owl Well. It's
Old owl well.
most of the places are south back onto the tribal trail and like along there.
Mm-hmm.
All the side quest locations, kind of on the same road.
Druid's like, they're all in that direction.
If I was a quest hub, it would have been designed so you could loop around and do
Love it.
MMO design. Right, let's get you back to the Sword Coast map and reveal some areas to you. This uses polygonal reveals, which is, kind of makes some sense. So, oh, that wasn't right. There he is, there we go. So, up the tribal trail you go. Before you reach the ruins of a small town, you go south east into the foothills of Sword Mountains, and the old Elwell's around there. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes?
I'm
No?
just not zoomed out. I was looking at the
I
wrong
had to
place.
I had to
Yeah.
zoom out. Yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's
no, I
quite
can't
big.
see, but too far away.
So it's
Yeah,
over
I
here.
got it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you kind of head back down the high road.
Go back to Phandalin, then back down the high road. Yeah.
Yeah, he suggests checking in Phandalin, seeing if anybody has any more leads.
We can also take our long nap.
Oop, that sounded like
I
that.
said both of them yawned, right? I said
Yeah.
that perfect timing.
It is nap o'clock for Pasha. That's for certain.
Yeah, he says you're welcome to rest there if you need.
Might as well go back and rest in your own bed.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Do you think I can get maybe a little bit more patched up? I don't want my mama to see me.
It's true.
Like-
We could take a short rest here,
Oh,
then swing back
please.
to Phandalin.
Any motions for you to come towards them?
Oh. Hi.
Right. Place is he's a furbolg, so like a kind of third hand in the same way that yours is on the back. Places that kind of on your head. Yeah, and he will heal you
Very
to
nice.
full health.
What?
Oh.
Tight.
He's just sitting
like a
there
powerful
with
druid,
spell
it's true.
slots. He's just
Powerful
like,
ass druids
I cast
don't
heal.
know.
Use them or lose them.
just sitting around.
He's like, oh, I didn't use my spell slots for today. I'll just throw out a heal.
There you go. What else you got?
Thank you very much.
Uh,
Wow. That's
Unless you've got
great.
more than 70 hit points, in which case, you'd still be a bit off.
I'm perfect. This is great. Thank you.
Can you
I
pass
have-
like ferment goodberry in here?
Razor an eyebrow at you.
We
You can
could
have some good berries if you'd like.
I think you are practically getting drunk on the attitude of having the goblet. Let's go back.
Yeah,
to
there's
Phandalin.
been water in here the whole time. What are you talking about? I don't walk around on adventures with wine. That's irresponsible.
I've known a few who do in my time.
Okay, well, fair enough.
If you need any of your supplies purifying, happy to do that. But no, I don't carry
Sounds like
wine
the
on
opposite
me.
of what I'm asking for, but thank you.
What can I say?
Let's head back to Phandalin.
Yep.
Yeah.
good call.
I mean, mechanically, you'll be able to get there fine. It is a long way,
Yeah.
but we can elide that because I think there's enough to do in this adventure without all the random encounter tables.
Sounds good.
Except
yeah.
when you were in a town infested with zombies. I
No,
think.
and
Yeah,
that was
for
very
sure.
reasonable.
That was great.
No, so you can make your way back down to Phandalin. And as you do, life seems to be going normally. Now that you've kind of dealt with the red brands and stuff, people have relaxed quite a lot. And things seem to be going back to normal, generally. You've only been out for probably slightly less than a week, because the travel is very long.
Mm-hmm.
But you did say, I seem to remember, you would let them know, let your parents know if it's more than a week. And it hasn't been. So you're all
Someone
good.
probably
Not in
reminds
trouble.
Tink of that, and she's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah, so back in town, yes, absolutely. Rest up, get to full.
Just drop off some of this gold.
Yeah.
Split it
Yeah,
all
you can
up again.
convert the gold in the Lion Shield Costa.
They're like, "Wow, you keep having a lot of gold."
Turns out putting your life in danger is a well-paying opportunity.
Weird.
Certainly is.
Okay, let me enter it into my little little cheaty one that I keep finding. All right, 350 gold pieces.
Yeah. I mean, talking about the adventure
160
as a
silver.
whole here, you get a lot of money, but there is nothing
Okay.
to spend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so important
Welcome to
question.
being in
I
a small
assume we
town.
sell the 100 gems, but what about those 4 goblets?
3 goblets. I keep my goblet.
so the other
I keep
3
my
goblets
60 gold in goblet form.
Yeah, that's
we
fine.
change? Okay.
I mean, you
So-
could all just keep them.
Yeah, do we all?
Like, you
Does
don't have
everyone want a
any
goblet?
use for gold
Yeah.
right now.
Just keep the goblet. Yeah.
All right,
Wicca makes an
fine.
impassioned speech. The entire road, like the first hour of the trip back, is a like
Oh my god.
barn burner of like.
So
just
you
keep-
mean, oh my goblet?
Uh,
All right, well, not
We all
So
now
including
there's a
belong
toast.
cheers.
We all now belong
Phandalin
to the-
5.
the cult
Yeah.
of the goblet.
The Fantastic Four, you know.
Nice.
Oh,
We-
I rolled an 18 on persuasion because I never roll
Yeah.
lower than an 18 now. Like, just keep it a goblet.
That's great. All right, so we each get 133 gold and 10 silver pieces, and then
Cool.
one
Thank
goblet.
Yeah.
Which, if you wanted to sell it, would be worth another 60 gold.
How many
Yeah.
silver pieces was that again?
10. I posted it in the Roll20 chat, too.
You the best.
So, to give you a little bit of context, even though there's nothing really to use this money on,
Tink has plans.
if, for example, Pasha wanted to give it to their mother, it could sustain her with a more lavish lifestyle than they have
Oh, all of my
for
money
most
is
of her
going.
life.
All of my money is going to my family, of course, for my mom and for my little siblings. This money is not for me.
You're saving it away for their college fund.
Yes.
Aww.
Yeah, this will set your family up fairly significantly for a very long time.
I think that when Pasha arrives at home to sleep in their bed for what feels like the first time in a long time, they approach the door and they say, "Mama, I'm coming in. Please close your eyes." Are they closed?
Yes.
Are they closed? And like by the
Yes.
the change in their tone,
Please.
they're actually asking their siblings who are probably inside as well.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
She opens her eyes and kind of puts a hand across as many as she can reach.
Everybody's
we're
eyes are
ready.
closed? Okay. And Pasha walks in with their little chest and they put it down on the table in front of their mama. And they
Thunk.
cross their arms over their chest. Okay, you can open them now.
Where did you get all of this?
Turns out adventuring's not so bad sometimes. I can bring home money like this. It's
The rest of you,
200 and
go to bed. Go to bed. It's like 2 in the afternoon. go to bed. We need to talk.
it's like 223 gold. It's, for
How
you.
much it cost me to buy this farm?
No, I don't. We don't talk about money here.
Okay. Well, I'm very glad you've managed to earn so much for yourself. That's a lot of money.
Of course, I mean, you raised me in your home and gave me younger siblings, and you take care of us and everything else, and you're a
Uh,
really good mama, and
you-
this is kind of the least I can do.
But it's your...
I
And you
don't
can see
need
her
it.
eyes are kind of welling up with tears.
I don't need it for anything. My adventuring party is very strong and very, very good at what they do.
Yeah, I think she's kind of lost for words and just goes in and like grabs at you to like go down and go for a little hug.
Yeah. Pasha picks up their mom, gives their mom a big hug.
Mm.
Halfling, sweet halfling mom.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the scene. She is elated. She's over the moon. She tries to tell you to like take it back and stuff, but
Nope. I'm
No.
gonna go to bed now, though. I love you.
love you too.
How much was the farm?
To buy a farm like that, it's probably less. That amount of gold is more than to cover the entire purchase, for sure.
Right. Nice.
In like a place like this, yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah. So, rest. Was there anything else you wanted to do in town? Fortunately, not spend your money.
I could ask around about this wizard, Dave.
Yeah, for sure. So
So
I don't think it requires a roll, really.
Karasu, in her business-like way, goes and finds people who have information about this wizard.
Darren is going to be your best source,
Yeah,
even if it is a little awkward.
that's fine.
Yeah, if you keep it all business as well, he's happy to too. He tells you what he knows about, and he confirms perhaps your suspicions and as why Reedith might have mentioned him. He is a red wizard called Harmon Cost, I believe. Hamoon Cost.
Hamoon Cost.
Yes. And he kind of elaborates and says, the old owl world was the site of a great tragedy. And as such, it's probably got a decent amount of latent death energies. Like there might be spirits there.
So you think Hamoon is trying to harness that while he's there?
I couldn't tell you exactly.
Either
something
way,
evil.
Either way, Red Wizard needs to be dealt with.
I'd agree with you there.
We'll handle that then.
It's not the only undead creature around here. Have you heard of Agatha?
I don't think so.
I suppose you wouldn't, not having been around here. Further up the trail, though you'd want to head north instead of south, it's said that there is an old woman, shack in the woods, been there for hundreds of years. Not likely a kind old grandma.
Not likely, but could be a hag, right? Something like that. Masquerading as an old lady, that's a typical trick.
It is, you're right. But the other rumor is she cries. And she cries loud. If I was to put my money on it, which I'm not going to, because this is between the two of us, I think we're looking at a banshee.
All right. Well, that's another option, but
Yes.
we're actually after the acorn of the Emerald Grove, was it? And we've been told that the Red Wizard has it in their possession. So either way, I'm gonna have to deal with them. The banshee, we could deal with if there's some other.
The acolyte was first. Hamoon's only gotten to the Elbel well recently. They were trying to rejuvenate parts of the forest further east. Oh. Stops. Though I'm not sure they would have made it. Other recent developments. There's been remnants of the Orc forces sticking around, raiding. Probably doing a better job of it than those goblins that you got rid of.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Now, I hope that Druid's okay, but I'd keep a lookout for if you ran afoul of them as well.
We'll keep a lookout. We'll head to the old owl well and check it out.
All right.
Best lead we have.
You seem better.
You know what they say, time heals all eventually.
It's just
Time
you kind
and-
of
Time
shrugs.
and the proper application of spellcraft.
Kind of shrugs and then raises his hands back. So, well, I'm glad to see, looking a little healthier at least.
Yes, well, we don't all make it out of these things unscathed.
Yeah, he kind of looks a bit sheepish, a bit guilty at that.
Like
He's like,
jab, jab. Yeah.
I need to get back to tending the orchard.
And
That's
that's kind of the end of the conversation. Like Krusty just gives him a nod and like walks away at that. Like,
Yep. Yeah, so those are the main rooms around town, really. I just wanted to give you the breadth of the side quests that
everything
exist.
that could happen. There's a banshee, there's a red wizard, there's stuff happening. I like it.
Yeah, we love it. I think as Witka is, she's fairly well known in town for sending off and receiving lots of letters. Now everyone understands. Well, our group understands because she's a spy and still does spy stuff. And as she passes by that like open air shrine to Timora, she's gonna drop like 20 silver. Be like, you are adorable. Keep up the good work. Proud of you. And then like keeps walking. That's all.
Just shrine money.
Yeah.
I think
Just
something
makes it
interesting
ring.
happens, actually.
Checking
Something
something, Dave.
Something
Yeah.
happens if you put money in the
Yes,
shrine.
yeah.
Ooh.
So as you do that, the woman who tends the shrine, Sister Grail,
You're here today.
she stops, and like as you're kind of doing that and making the thing, she like squints her eyes at you a little bit, and she kind of signs a little message to you. And it is thieves' cant, but this is more the espionage focused part of it.
Yeah. Oh, she gets so excited and definitely signs back like, wait, what?
And she kind of looks around a little bit and turns out the inside of her robe. There's a little silver pin on there that would indicate to you that she's a member of the Harpers, which is
Nice.
the main spy network of
Yeah.
the Sword Coast.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Oh, yeah. And she like turns the pin, and I picked like intentionally like being a grinner, so like very Outlander world from Exandria, but like next to her little like grinner insignia, there's like a small, it looks like an artistic version of like the Harper's harp. That's just sort of like, it's a smile that curves up in that same way. That's supposed to be a very like kindred spirit sort of like, okay.
Yeah, she's
up.
like she smiles as well, and she walks up to you and says, like, outwardly and loudly, "Thank you very much for your donation." Then she whispers, "I'm looking for someone to do something.
Of course.
Small task. There's we believe it to be a banshee out east. You'll be able to find. You'll hear her. Take this," and she gives you a silver comb. She says, "If you could ask her about a spell book We believe that she's in the possession of a spellbook from a powerful wizard. Gentle. Don't know if the name means anything to you.
No. Can I roll to know if that means anything to me?
Yes, but I don't know what it refers
Okay,
to.
yeah.
So, no, this is just what the thing is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, if you could do that, I'd be to reward you with a few potions. You have secreted away.
Absolutely. And yeah, she like puts the silver object away and just blessings on you and may the light of Timor. This is falling apart.
Yes,
Just...
Tomora's blessings upon you.
Yeah.
Thank you again.
And
for
also
your
with
generosity.
you. Ugh. And goes back into her sort of bumbling, non-threatening Wicca shtick. And then leaves.
That's cool. That was very interesting. I didn't realize that was gonna happen. But yeah,
That was so fun.
She's there, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, cool.
Awesome. Yeah.
Sometimes when you interact with the world interacts back. How
Weird.
How crazy.
Yeah, there are NPCs who are members of all 5 of the main factions.
Yeah,
You've
you
met
said
Redoth, who's in the Emerald Enclave.
Yeah.
A couple more people are in different places as well. But...
And both of Tink's dads are in the Zentarum. Let's go.
What? No.
Zentara mages. Oof.
Both of these dads are in this. What a twist! That's like the season 5 twist when they've run out of stuff to
Yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There has been no hint of this ever being the case, but
And it doesn't even make sense why it would be true, but sure.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
I also like the ongoing joke, though, Elf, that you're like, Harper's yell it from the roof, so it's not a Harper.
I mean, so that all spawns from my initial character with the Roll20 crew. The initial character that I did with any Roll20 stuff, who was a flamboyant tiefling monk, who was a Harper and told everybody she was the worst Harper ever. She'd be like, "Don't worry, I'm with a secret organization," like all the time.
I
So,
remember. It's very
nice.
fun.
yeah, that was.
I was the edgy character in that campaign.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Aww.
That was a long time ago. Yeah.
A really long time ago.
I look like a completely different person. Yeah. In that.
It's like 6 years or something. Anyway,
It's not 6. It's like
5.
4.
Nah, it's anyway.
Anyway,
Sorry.
off track.
Yeah, so those are the leads that you kind of get. Yeah, seems to think Agatha knows some stuff. So. But also, you could just kill her and take a Banshee essence. So, whatever. How do you feel when you get there? So, was there anything else people wanted to do while they were in town?
I don't think so. There's not like a ton of equipment I'd want, so.
Unfortunately, not really. The intention generally is that this is the start off, and when you finish it, you'll carry on the campaign in whatever way and expand it out that way. But yeah, actually for us, there's nothing really to do with the gob, except have expensive wine goblets. So,
Nailing it.
what lead would you like to follow up first?
So we have 2 undead. We have a wizard and a banshee.
That's right.
And then we have the fledgling druid, which is the seed that we need.
Yeah.
Yes. May be in trouble.
Oh, yeah, that might be fair. Might be in trouble. Do we want to go for the undead first?
I'm feeling pretty punchy. We just sort of yeeted a dragon.
Yeah, we beat a dragon. I'm feeling good.
Okay.
It's like an undead thing. We killed a lot of skeletons.
Awesome. So,
The question is,
while I showed everybody that I have been prepped for all of these side quests for weeks, so I don't have to prep for it now. Yeah, I think we'll probably finish off here, and we'll make a start into trying to wrap up as many of those side quests as we can, and get you at least towards Cragmore this session, maybe next session.
Nice.
Sounds good.
I like
Love
it.
Great. That was an awesome session. You did a fantastic job taking down the
Oh,
dragon.
We took down
God,
a
that was-
dragon.
Uh,
So proud of us.
It was
The
definitely
ancestral
Yes.
guardian thing was so clutch. If it
Yeah.
breathed on anyone else,
oh my gosh.
bad time. But you got the double
I
resistance.
love-
That was amazing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I love this path for barbarians so much. It's super cool.
It's very cool.
Yeah, very much, very
I
much.
love it.
So why don't we wrap up with some plugs and self-endorsement stuff?
Yeah,
Where
that's
everybody can find you every week. Still feels stilted, but I think it makes more sense to be a bit
It's helpful to know the order.
systematic
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
this. Abria, could you let everybody know about your stuff?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar. You can catch me on social media at Quiddie, Quiddie. I stream all over the place. On Sundays, you can catch me with the amazing Aki playing New Pantheon, which is a Demigod's actual play over at Saving Throw Show at 4 p.m. PDT. On Tuesdays, you can normally catch me over at Saving Throw Show. We're in a little bit of a break and we're spinning back up for season 4, our final season of Pirates of Salt Bay over on we've had several people at this table have guested, I'll grab the rest of you. I'll collect the set. We'll drag you all.
Well, now is like the perfect time for it too, where everything's remote.
right?
So like,
Dave, it's gonna be such a weird time thing. Anyway, that's at 8 p.m. PDT, and it's very good and fun. You can actually catch our Gen Con show this Saturday at 10 a.m. Our time.
yeah, it's not. I was like, it's not at 10 a.m. Don't say that. She says immediately going to her schedule. I think it's 1 p.m. Eastern.
PDT, which will be the wedding episode one shot, which promises to be very crazy and absolutely ridiculous.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 2 hours of madness.
Yep. On Fridays, you can catch me over on, we're not streaming it anymore. So every Friday, a new episode of 12-Sided Stories comes out. It's a fully produced actual play podcast. We just finished up Otherworld London, and now we are moving into a campaign that I'm also running over there called Heliotrope. It's a Hack the Planet campaign. So get in now as we start up this very cool story that we tell. And on Saturday mornings, you can catch me over at It's Probably Okay's channel. Except for this weekend, because obviously I'm going to be doing Gen Con.
Gen Con
But
just throws everything off.
yeah, it's fine. Who knows when anything happens? Time is an illusion. And I play Miles Morales in a Return to the Spider-Verse Masks PBTA game. Also, upcoming in August, I don't have like the full dates yet. You can catch me on the new Dimension 20 Pirates of Leviathan game. It's very cool and more details
Very cool.
as that comes out. I'm so excited. It's so good. Okay, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. There's a lot there that you could sink your teeth into.
Lots of shows.
Suggest you probably do. How about yourself, Aki? Where can people find you? What are you up to?
Hi, everybody. I'm Aki, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at MixGenie in a Bottle. That's MXGINIINABOTTLE. You can find my full streaming schedule on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/ShidareAki. That's ShidareAki. I'm still practicing that one.
That's really good.
And of course, I'm also doing Gen Con this weekend, so the schedule you're going to see on my Twitch channel is wrong this week for the most part. I will be doing, or at least I think I will be doing, a Clear Skies and Blood of the Void crossover stream for the Stream Punks with Gen Con at 7 a.m. PDT on Friday, because that is a time that apparently exists and people stream. And then
10 a.m. Eastern time, which totally makes sense in Eastern time.
And then I'll be doing a couple of things with Hunters Entertainment on Friday afternoon at 3 p.m. over on Hunters Entertainment channel. I will be doing the Hunters Gathering live, as well as Altered Carbon on Saturday at 6 p.m. PBT on their channel. And then you can catch me again with the Gen Con crew over on Saving Throw show doing New Pantheon with Abria at 2 p.m. For our special Gen Con episode. And yeah, lots of things. I'm in so many things for Gen Con. I have a very full and busy schedule, and I'm very happy. But yeah, if you want to know what my regular schedule is, check out my Twitch.
Yeah, it certainly sounds like it. That's going to be a busy week. I don't think the busiest, because that'd probably be Lauren.
Here's the thing. My busy is busy that none of you will see. My busy is staring at computer screens for the whole weekend. Because this weekend, as several of us have mentioned, is Gen Con Online. If you've ever thought, being part of Gen Con sounds cool, now's a great opportunity to do it. Because it's an entirely online convention this year. Because, reasons. Which should be abundantly obvious to everybody involved. But there's lots and lots of events that you can participate in that aren't streamed. There's lots of stuff that will be streamed across all of Gen Con's Gen Con's Twitch channels. And I am the streaming coordinator producer for these things, so mostly I'm managing spreadsheets and making sure that nothing catches on fire that's not supposed to be on fire. So come watch all of those things. It would be lovely to see kind and familiar names in chat, because it'll make me feel good about myself, and that's really all that's important and matters. But otherwise, you can catch me at Random Tuesday across the internet. I stream on my own channel. I make a lot of cosplay, so if you like cosplays, I think I just posted a bunch of She-Ra pictures up on my Patreon, so I got cool pictures of me and my partner as She-Ra and Mermista. Feels real good.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lauren. So how about Distracted Elf?
I'm not doing shit. You can come by my channel on twitch.tv/DistractedElf or on Twitter at DistractedElf.
Not doing shit except being cool and edgy.
You are
Right.
both so cool and so edgy. What are you playing right now?
What?
What are you playing right now?
Oh, I think tomorrow it's gonna be some Stellaris with my friend Andrew, and then the rest of the week maybe Monster Train. I've been doing some Monster Train recently. It's pretty fun.
I don't even know.
Caught you wrapping up that stream.
I wanted to do another
really
round. I
frustrating.
wanted to do
Okay.
another round, but
So I
just-
recognize you
yeah.
said wrapping up that stream and you meant WR, and I definitely heard wrapping up that stream, and I was like, I'm sorry, Elf had a wrapping stream? What?
Yes.
I will
I'm
state.
here on Monster Train.
I will state once again that at one point in my high school career, I did win a public rap battle in school cafeteria against a shitty bully. That literally happened. That's a
What
real thing that happened.
PSA did you live? That's amazing.
That really actually legitimately happened. I have
Wow.
won a rap battle.
Beautiful.
That's
What?
fantastic.
I think it was the most sensational thing I've ever done. Like everybody was fucking hype.
I think people should head over to Elf Stream and donate a lot of money so that she will try and reprise that.
You give me a goal and we will drive toward it.
Yeah.
I want bars.
All right. Well, I can definitely do it. You gotta give me time. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I got.
Awesome. All right. Well, today we've been playing the Lost Mine of Phandelver module on Roll20. Most of everything that you've seen here, except for some personal touches, is all included in the thing. You buy the thing, you get all the maps, all the tokens, all the stuff that you see down the side that I click through, all the rules, all the stat blocks, everything. So that's what we're here to do, to tell you that that thing exists and you can buy it with your own money. Or you could just play on Roll20 anyway, because that's free. And it's awesome, and you can play a bunch of different games with your friends.
I also think that free RPG day is coming up, and Roll20 you can get like
Yes.
3 months of free of Roll20 Pro as part of that. So
I think it's Plus, not Pro.
plus, sorry, not Pro. Whatever. There's
Yes,
like 3 tiers.
different tiers of subscription for different functions.
But I also know that Roll20 has a bunch of stuff going on for Gen Con Online, and the Indoor Recess crew, who are also a Roll20 group, will be performing on the Thursday.
Ooh.
Oh, lovely.
I love to
I
see
know
it.
I'm on their virtual GMing panel on Saturday.
Yeah.
I got the email up.
Oh my
I
god,
I-
did
I-
you write it down?
I feel like I just missed the window on this one. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing this year, but next year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
There's
It's
still
just-
time for you to like join, like to
I don't have
participate in
any
events.
panels, Lauren. Come on.
What? You don't
What
have
am I
to-
going to talk about?
No, you can just like play games with people.
Oh, I could do that, I guess.
You could just like be like, that game sounds cool. I'm gonna sign up and play it.
Maybe I will.
2021, Year of the Elf.
Maybe I'll be in
It's true.
a game sometime.
Info.
Yeah, Dave.
It's my turn. My turn to say things. I'm Dave.
Wait.
Dave Human. Dave _the_ human on Twitter. And I'd say that's the best place to find me, but actually I'm taking a vacation from Twitter and it's been fantastic. So maybe you won't. Maybe I'll just be here on Mondays and then absolutely absent for the rest of the time. Except
The ephemeral Dave, like only.
Also,
Yes.
didn't
They
even
appear
less
on
than
the
elf.
wind into the sky.
Yeah. So I think that's that for the stream. Thank you again so much for coming by. Hope you will meet us the same time next week as we dive into those side quests. But it's bye for now. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.